Not quite as early as I was originally thinking it might be, but here we go. Second session of, well, of what would be the same day for some people, but it's after midnight for me. But yeah, just doing my socials. And when we're gonna get to going. So, still scanning for those rookies, but I've got to protect the device to do. High explosive. Hey, Badger. High explosives. Operation Scab 5. Wonder what Scabs 1 to 4 were like. If this one's high explosive. I've got a ready 7, so...
Commander, I've got trace chemical readings throughout that area showing a mix of volatile compounds. If we're not careful, that whole place could end up on fire.
Let's give me the right pistol. Cool. Badger, just... Hey, Digi. Badger, just so you're fully aware, you pick from the recruit pool. It doesn't mean it's going to be your character, right? Just so you're aware. Hey, Wolfram, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Alright, okay, so... Any other gear I can... Oh, I have a lot more... stuffs. Expanding mag, tap to repeat, auto loader, hair trigger. It's always good. Create tracker, and let's... So if anybody should decide they want to give a... do any crafting weapon-wise... I can, when I can afford it, do underbarrels now as well. Obviously, for non-crafted weapons, I am just giving these out because they can be added and removed. Probably just better to go for a straight scope there for now. Firebomb, so he's got a fire grenade. Let's go. Hey, Ozafana.
We're in the pipe, 5x5.
If you do want to increase the chance of getting characters in, by the way, the best way to do it is by triggering a chain. The rescue resistance leader is probably the best way of doing that, because then you've got the chance of all of the resistance leader classes, so intelligence officer, field alchemist, gunslinger, harasser.
The resistance installed a data tap along the Advent network in this area, and the data they're retrieving is critical to the aliens' latest operation. Recon suggests the aliens are already moving to destroy the device. That data is too valuable to lose, so we're moving in to secure the area. Eliminate all hostile contacts and protect that gear. Hostile forces are already moving to destroy the data tap installed nearby. We need to lock down the area and secure the device at all costs.
Remember, Commander, there are extremely volatile materials scattered throughout this area. We need to make sure our troops are clear of any possible explosions.
All forces converge.
I'm on the move.
So that's the data tap I'm trying to protect.
Affirmative. Moving out. Double time.
No need to ask twice.
Let's do this. Headed there now.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason to use restraint is to avoid losing all the sweet loot.
Eyes on a hostile patrol. Loaded cover.
It's distinct lack of high cover in this base, unfortunately. And yes, Digi, the call's in here, and if you wanted to join, yeah, go ahead.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, this map says gorgeous. Oh, this, I was just pointing out there's very, very little high cover.
This territory is still under dispute.
Plenty of low cover, but hardly any high.
Affirmative covering now. Moving to Overwatch.
On the move. I'm on it.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Almost not quite enough to kill the sectoid in one hit. Tedster gets the kill.
Impressed yet?
Liam does a decent amount of damage, but doesn't quite kill it.
I gave the orders.
Oh, her royal pain in the arseness is here. She could cause me real problems here.
Heads Heads up out there. It's the Elder's assassin, and she's moving into the AO.
Oh, bunch of vipers.
The elders grant me their vision, and with it, I am everywhere.
Given supplies, this sector is now under control.
Kill zone upgrade. Very nice.
There is no shame in their defeat. They know nothing of their actions.
Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
Oh, that's a lot of snakes.
That is a hell of a lot of snakes. Hey, did you? But yes, that is a lot of snakes. Hopefully once I've rushed proving grounds, I'll get a spark soon.
Then the fun can begin.
Then hopefully the fun can begin, yeah. It always surprises me that that gun doesn't shred.
I got it, right? I busted.
I like this, the fact that the... Yeah, that particular gun doesn't shred. I always thought it did, but it doesn't. It should do, because technically it's a it's mimicked after a cannon, but
Big deal.
Whatever you say.
only 21% chance to hit. The only reason it didn't die was because of cover damage bonus. Cover damage reduction.
Solid copy.
True. That is very true, self armor.
Seems doable. That all you got?
Except, isn't it Spark Arsenal that makes the rifle shred? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking of something else. The spark rifle technically doesn't. I think wire actually might give it a little bit of shred.
Yeah, I remember
But
some like main mod gave the weapons shred by default.
But spark gives them shred anyway. Sparks get shredder anyway.
Such weakness. Now you see where the
Oh,
chosen
Scrap's getting
respect
his
deep
promo.
deletion.
Ooh.
I encountered the same foe twice. Rarer still, having been defeated once already.
You've got the chosen in range. Let's take it out.
Obesity's the one that she's weak to.
It is clear. Get ready for a surprise!
If I can make good enough ground.
I don't know why I never noticed the shell just spew out of the side of the ship, even though it doesn't even have a slot to spew them out from.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool the way it's done. But I
Also
mean,
a bit funny.
I find it a bit. Problem is, it's a very clunky, very angular model. So I tend to prefer giving it stuff like this, shotgun and that. After a while, and of course I tend to give the allies the actual spark weapons.
It is very funny seeing the Chosen frozen because you just see their frozen angry faces compared to all the other units that you don't see their faces much.
Yeah, it's the
Cloak of darkness.
apparently the shiv's been blinded, which shouldn't be possible. I like this. He's blind, but still has enough vision to get the grenade onto her, to where it needs to be. And that classed as near, classed as at squad site. And oh well, yeah, I forgot. Natively gets bright eyes because it's mechanical, so it can't get blinded. Hey, free loot.
As one dies, another is already born to take its place.
I'm going. Killing it with fire.
Probably gonna miss. Yeah.
I'm going.
Hey, it's mineral to damage, but down to 5 HP.
What's over there?
Let's do tactical save.
If you say so.
Okay, Voltwolf, we'll see you soon, dude. Ooh, laser sight.
It's heavier than it looks.
Because that from his grenade, he's still getting nearsighted bonus. So she's dead.
Deliver you to the next world without delay.
Because he's getting a promotion. Liam's way off. Ted. So the only one who this is going to make much difference to is Snowblind. Potentially.
You know that was good.
You are the only ones who have ever forced my withdrawal. And now you leave me no choice but to flee once again.
Excellent work, Commander. We may not have put them down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day.
I'm not sure if that's all of them. So let's get in position and reload.
Do this.
Captain, I've orchestrated from the beginning.
Okay, I'll go.
Get in the position of brace. Look at the reflection mostly being the lights off the shiv. I often have reflections like either turned off or turned down really low, so noticing that is quite funny to me.
I honestly rarely notice the lights because it's never in like a dark area.
Got it covered.
Oh, it even has a flashlight when it moves back and forth. That's cute.
Yeah. So there is something else. So let's move up the tanky one.
Baby tank.
There we go. Drone mech engineer. See if I can do the end cap. Nah, min rolled the damage, so it didn't do the knockback. That's a pity.
Stepping off.
No problem, boss. Went off the armor.
Ted gets in and does a reasonable amount of damage.
En route.
Oof. Scrapman rolls his damage. But gets hair triggered. Instead, just finishes up with a whiplash.
You make this easy, fleshbag.
Moves up.
I guess that'll be okay.
Move the busy up.
I hope it's worth it.
Let's move Liam up.
Affirmative, covering now.
Still shooting at the device. Whiff.
Shot wide.
Wow. Preferring the shiv over the device. That's good for me. Busy takes it out.
I definitely got that one.
Gets promo guaranteed.
I can handle that.
46% chance to hit.
This is for you.
We'll get kill assist at the very least.
What's over there?
Move Liam up. Only 30% chance.
Adjusting aim.
Is anybody else having an issue with the screen?
No, it's fine for me.
So it's just Pine then.
You know that was good.
This is a protect the device.
I gave the orders.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Oh, and another flawless. 68 bonus intel. Some more ability points. Increased will, always good. Mission Operation Scab 5. 2 kills for Tedster. 4 and MVP for Scrap. Well, that was no surprise at all, now was it? No, he's not been out on the mission. He's on an infill. 2 kills for Rabizi, 1 kill for Liam, 1 for the Shiv, 1 for Snowblind. Operation Scab 5. It's one of the ones where a mob actually works better. Yeah, I've literally just started the stream, Pine, so that was the one I got. I triggered just before the end of the stream. Have I? Well, Sap won't. Sap will only show up in XCOM because she's an XCOM thing.
United in the elders' love for us, we shall prevail. No matter the cost.
But no, True Gods hasn't. There is a Exalt Zealot, which is the Exalt version of the Templar, but it's Sophia's one. Approach angle. Emergency aid's so good. I mean, advanced trauma kits is really good as well. Teleport shockwave. What a surprise that thing is. OP as all hell. Kill zone upgrade's going to be really nice. She charges kill zone ability and an increase in clip size. That is really good.
A glorious battle.
If you can set up a kill zone anyway, it's really good. Oh, and half the reward got intercepted. I hate it when that happens. It's a pain in the backside.
Yeah, the surplus. Not too bad.
Yeah, I got plenty of intel, thankfully, at the moment. Working your scan for ammo, but I need to finish scanning for those rookies, then scan the supplier drop, scan for the engineer,
So
scan
shit.
for the block.
There's so much shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's because I got a lot of covert ops for investigate rumors. I've got another one there, but I don't need to do it yet.
There's so many. I've never seen that many, even in a covert infiltration run.
Yeah, I've literally had like 4 investigate rumors back to back as covert actions. So I just been spawning so many of them. Hey Zio, how you doing, dude? Your soldier's in the reserve list. If you want him moved into the main pool, just say so, dude, and I can move him post stream.
Avenger plotting new course.
Yeah, I very rarely do, but it was a good way to get my rookies their squaddy promotions.
Commander, we're picking up an emergency transponder signal.
Ooh, I've got an
Looks like the last
ambush.
team we deployed was ambushed on their covert.
And it's also the fact that rumors could always have some fun stuff, especially early game.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need to move. I've basically, because you've been sort of in and out, he's in the reserve, but I'll move him over to the main pool so he has a chance of turning up, dude. But I'll do it at the end of this. I do character management at the end of the stream, so.
You've got no time to waste. Break cover and move to the extraction point on the double.
So this is I am Cooldan and Mindlock who are going to have to set up to kill whatever comes, most likely.
Veamos lo que puede hacer.
Break one, your team is compromised. We're picking up Advent response forces inbound on your position.
They're both running pretty light on
Surely there's a more difficult task available.
what they were using as well. So, but this is what Rusty recommends if they're not stealthed. Ooh, something's dropped.
Dejaréis hacer algo más que
There we go, Advent Gunner. That's a difficult opening pod to... I mean, this may actually be a surrender for these two. Oh, maybe not. Bring in some reinforcements of my own.
tiene refuerzos.
Oof. Just the one damage was kind of wimpy.
This one I got so much health.
Might as
Re
well.
up and reload. Extraño.
Yeah, I suspect Mindlock might have some issues here. Most worried about that gunner, to be honest.
Fuera humano, ya estaría muerto.
Well, did me a favour and run the Overwatch. Also triggered a derelict mech. Youch.
It's just a mech, not to do anything. Well, it could distract the skirmishers, which would not be good.
Oh, I can deal with a mech easily enough. Got
What mech?
at least this guy has medikit to heal himself. Hey, Alpha dude, how you doing, dude? Yeah, you've not turned up in this campaign yet, but I am scanning for some rookies, so there is a chance. Well, skirmishers are at least doing that.
Eating bullets.
Yep. Sometimes all you need for them is for them to be walking mobile mimic
It's
beacons.
also very useful.
We call anything not in your squad tactical ablative armor for a reason.
Holy shit, that's skirmisher fucking disappeared.
Oh yeah, them having Alpha having given this version of them the whiplash and stuff like that is really nice. They do so much more damage.
Oh my fucking god, he killed all 3 of them by himself?
Yeah, that guy's tier 3 though. A tier 3. He's using beam tier gear.
Jesus. Oh yeah. I mean, still, I'm surprised seeing the AI use the action economy so well.
Yeah, like I said, Alpha did a really good job with the AI changes for them. They're much more of a threat. You should see what some of the he did more with the skirmishers than the other two because the skirmishers was one of the ones who really needed it. I mean, he hasn't fixed them running backwards and forwards like fucking idiots though, unfortunately.
Because that's just XCOM.
Yeah, AI being dumb as a box of rocks is a feature. It's a feature,
Same
not
issue.
it's a feature, not a bug.
So I can attack anything that passes by. Sensores a sensibilidad máxima. They're babbling something over there.
Didn't help they didn't exactly fit him with nades and stuff.
Oh, they're carrying a grenade each.
Let's see it in their ability bar.
What, my guys or my guys? No, well he's got a smoke and
No, yeah, I meant yours.
well he's got my medikits and he's got a smoke. So mine lock is rather incoherent support medic class, which is the hybrid between the field support and the field medic.
I've located some admin forces.
Yikes. I suppose that ideally you'd want it to follow your troops, is what I'm gonna say. But I guess you kind of have a point. What really would you expect it to do?
Flanking maneuver.
I mean, the good news is they should start attempting to catch up now.
Their armor isn't bad either.
Wow. Hey, wait and see. Your soldier was in the starting barracks. He's a genius. I can't remember what class I gave him. Mine locks going to take some decent damage there.
They're flanking this unit.
I think he's out on a covert at the moment. Here we go. Start doing something.
Rough turn.
Wow. Would have been nice if he'd have been able to hit something.
You did.
And now they're going to end up running backwards again.
Vigilaré la zona. Lo oigo todo. Just how fast do you think this unit is?
Oh, what I am going to say is I know Minelock's going to get a fair amount of wounded time.
Suena como un trabajo para una tormenta. ¿Habéis oído?
Yeah, hey Henshin. Yeah, we're back. And because it's a new stream, the deploy tactical ability of armor, which I forgot to do last mission. Sorry, Badger. I'll do on this mission instead.
D'accordo, vado.
These guys could help. We could do with a help.
Eseguo.
Es hora de hacer guardia.
I was going to say that's reset, so I have one more of those as well.
Sounds like a job for a turret.
Avete sentito?
Yeah, it's a trooper. It's dead.
Delle truppe Advent.
The only thing with these CI
Ok, mi muovo.
ones is they are so
Probando la agilidad de esta unidad.
so long. These CI ambushes.
Sorpresa, más Advent.
There are so many units here.
I think there's almost as much as a regular mission. It's just they're spaced out. I mean, the idea is you can.
You just avoid them. You just try your best to avoid them.
Yeah.
Though it sucks getting stuck in an ambush like this without someone who can go stealth.
Bersaglio mancato.
Drop the smoke. Yeah, which is why it's better to the early ones. It's better to fight. Or have a load of marksmen and use that, and intelligence officers and use them. Because they have Phantom.
Yeah. Just anyone who can have stealth easily.
Wow. I best save that for a mech.
You'd almost think I was human.
I just thought of something.
Ne
Mm.
varrà la pena?
A module that's made for covert infiltration that makes Sparks better at infiltrating.
Technically already exists just by equipping a bit. Well, they don't. Whilst they don't get Phantom, they do get. They get adaptive camouflage, which reduces the detection radius.
Well, yeah, but also for like infiltration times as well, not just like.
Oh yeah, that would be
La via è
nice.
libera. Fatevi sotto.
I told you. You would just randomly have ideas. Hey, Reshi.
Well, that's not like something that I can do myself, because I wouldn't even know how to do that.
You make a module that gives them Phantom, and you give the module like weapons. You should be able to give the module infiltration stats purely from CI. Purely from CI configs.
Scelli?
Well, Fana, I know that Sparks intentionally have like worse infiltration values in CI. But that's why I said it would be interesting to have a module to help compensate that so you can actually take Sparks into infiltration modes.
Yeah.
Ah, niente.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the idea of, you're paying out for to make it less shit. Essentially. Should have done that first. Yeah, but yeah, infill hours is literally just a config. It's a piece of piss to do. I was gonna say it's well within your capabilities.
The knowledge is just what's lacking. It's probably simple. It's just
Yeah, it's literally one line, and Gremlin has actually pretty decent infill stats. Yeah. Wow, my luck took a whack there. I'm feeling he might struggle to survive this.
Locking and loading.
oh, you have the mod that makes like cover damage resistance. I just noticed that.
That makes, yeah, and I do. I mean, there's a decent argument for that. I will say the problem is they don't actually give. If they gave Phantom as well, it would make sense, but they don't. Right.
Va bene.
Wow, she didn't need to run she didn't trigger the Overwatch. I really thought she was going to.
Ok, uno l'ho preso.
Who's he grenading? It better not be mine lot. Oh, just a flashbang. I like the error. You know, I actually have a feeling the tactical plate of armor is going to be the one getting the MVP in this. Wow.
¿Un error de puntería?
Maybe Dan. Disorientation may be removed, but he's still buggered. I am cool. Dan is literally a move away. I mean, he could sprint to the evac.
We killed them, and yet here they are.
Which would be a Derek anyway.
I'm not. At least it's just enough.
Just free XP. That's why I kept the combat protocol. Yay, he got his promo, he got his corporal promo as well. Right, you can sprint. Because you're going to be injured for ages anyway, you may as well get shattered as well.
No mind.
Out in one turn. He's not, which is the problem.
¿Qué velocidad crees que puede alcanzar esta unidad? I'll monitor that area.
Mi tengo pronta.
Disfruto de la sensación del viento en mis sensores.
Hello, Rusty.
Hey, Rusty. How's the code?
Yeah, I think I'm at a point where I'm almost gonna give up with it.
You mean and accept its current implementation?
Yeah, it's bugged current implementation. Well, the thing that's bugging me the most is if you have like 4 ablative hit points. For context, for people that are just tuning in, I'm talking about Proxians, GTS Connect plating perk. If you have like 4 ablative from a shield and someone takes a shot at you and it misses, the kinetic plating should add ablative hit points. If your shield hit points are full, the kinetic plating will do nothing.
Crit kills are cool. Yep.
Because they're already full. If you have 4 ablative hit points from something else, and you've taken damage, and you're down at 1 ablative hit point, but your max was 4, and you have a missed shot against you, the kinetic plating will refund it and like refill what's missing up to however much you've set it for, like 2. And effectively you'll have like 3 out of your 4 maximum, which is kind of how it's supposed to work. Like, but if you were at 4 and it misses and you're supposed to add 2, you should then have 6 shields. It currently doesn't work like that, and that is what I'm trying to fix.
Hey, Viral. Yeah, look.
Likewise, with this bug, if you have 0 shields and you have kinetic plating shot against you, you will also not gain any kinetic plating shield. Because your maximum was 0. Why is this an issue with the Proxians in particular? Because the Proxian armor stats give you shields.
Oh.
And the same bug is repeated if you have anything else that gives you shields, such as long war plating vests or Tesla armor modules or my own purifier autopsy bonus. The kinetic plating perk does not work with any
There was
shield.
both Pine. Because I forgot to use Badger's tactical plate of armor in the previous mission. I used it then. And that was the one that carried it in the end.
And I've been trying to fix this bug for about a month and a half, close to 2 months.
Probably longer than that, yeah. See, thing is, this bug is present in the one that I use for my minor kinetic plating. The difference is, I don't consider it bug for minor kinetic plating because that was the intended use case.
No. If a shot misses you, you should gain shields from kinetic
Up
plating.
up to the maximum. If you're already at maximum, you get nothing.
Yeah.
That's the difference between my intention and your intention. Your intention is for it to keep increasing the max. Mine. I only wanted it to go to that max.
Here's where the big bug happens, though, Cloister. Currently, in its current implementation, if you have kinetic plating set for a maximum of 6 shields, yeah, but you start with none, you will gain none.
Yeah, which is why I always start with. Which is why those that have got my access to minor kinetic plating always start with shields granted to them via their proficiency or something, because it's a workaround technically.
Here's where your next problem is. If your proficiency perk is granting 3 shields, yeah, and you're supposed to get 2 back on a kinetic plating miss, yeah, but you have a vest that it grants you 3 shields, so you should have 6, yeah, at maximum, yeah. You will gain nothing from a kinetic plating miss because you're already past your maximum.
I don't actually see that in practice.
That's what happens with the Proxians. That's what I'm trying to fix.
I was going to say, because that's not what happens with the version that's being used on for minor kinetic plating. Because for minor kinetic plating,
because something's gone wrong somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, because with the minor conversion you use for minor kinetic plating, as soon as you are below maximum, it will always refill back to that maximum, no matter how many times, in my experience. I mean, I've had combat engineers end up with like 15 plating, and it will always refill up to that maximum as long as the enemies are missing. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's different. I'm not sure what's gone wrong, but
the other difference with the Proxians, that was something that was in Rain's playthrough that I picked up on, and I've tested it myself, confirmed it. The bonus from the kinetic plating is being added every single time the Proxian goes on a mission. So the first time you take a Proxian out, he'll have 2 ablative plating. The next time you take him out, he'll have 4. The next time you take him out, he'll have 8, because it doubles what he had before. And the next time you take them out, they'll have 16. And then, God forbid, you do put a vest or something on them that gives them 3 ablative, because then that gets doubled as well.
Interesting. Something's definitely a little bit.
As you saw, like, if anyone wants to go and watch Rather Incoherent's 2-man Proxian run, because it is pretty cool. There's been a lot of balance changes since it, but it is still pretty cool. At the end, his Proxians have something like 112 ablative shields.
Jesus Christ! And they were already immortal even without it.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 new rookies. So we have Murasame and 13. Right.
And yeah, one of the things that Zelfana just mentioned there's no standards in how ablative shield hit points is handled cross mods. So the moment you start adding in ablative shields from other mods and from other sources into the kinetic plating source, it becomes a little bit of a messy bit of code.
Oh, it's wonky as all hell. No question. It is wonky as all hell.
And yeah, that's everything that I'm trying to sort out. And it's just the thing that's kind of got me with it at the moment is I've got it stable for about 3 missions, and then for no reason whatsoever, it just all goes to hell. And like, yeah, Proxian has like 5 shields on mission 1, 5 shields on mission 2, 5 shields on mission 3, and then 38 shields on mission 4.
Yeah, that's wonky as all hell. I can understand I understand what the issue is now. I was just saying what you were telling me was going wrong. I'm not seeing go wrong. So there's something is obviously different.
Yeah, and I think one of the differences that you're not seeing it go wrong is because you're not displaying the maximum anyway. So in the current implementation that you have in like cloistered shielding and cloistered kinetic plating, you're not showing the maximum empty value. So you're not seeing the exponential bonus creep in what the maximum is. But trust me, it's there.
Yeah, because mine starts full. They always start full because it's granted by whatever they were.
Do some math as well, by the way. Add up how many ablative shields you should have, and compare it to people that have the kinetic plating, and you'll see that their shield hit points are wrong.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise me.
And that's part of this bug as well. The biggest, most annoying thing with it is it doesn't kind of come in until 3 or 4 missions worth of deployment. So every time I change a bit of code and then go to try and test, I'm having to play like an hour to an hour and a half with console commands, with logging and with checking stuff to get through a couple of missions until the bug manifests itself.
Oh,
and then I can like actually get logs and readings around what's happening on that particular thing.
that's painful. Oh shit on me! Look at that.
None of my logs are actually making any sense because the logs are telling me one thing, which is being completely different to what is actually being displayed on screen and what the game is actually using. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Is that just a thing with the GTS upgrade, or is that just a thing with the Proxians and ablative in general?
it's just a thing with the GTS upgrade for the Proxians, the minor kinetic plating perk for the Proxians.
Honestly, at that point, it kind of feels like it'd be better off just reworking it into something different. Because that's such a massive bug, and if you can't tackle it, it just...
Well, the thing is like the.
Oh, there you go. Wait and see. It's field support.
It's also used by Cloister in several classes, and the base code was the same code. So this bug that exists for the Proxians is going to exist in Cloister's Kinetic Plating as well.
Yeah, but I'm not noticing it because it's doing what I wanted it to do.
Maybe it'd be worth doing some testing to see if the ones in Cloister's classes eventually have the same issue, and if not, then it's likely something with...
This is one of the reasons why I've asked Cloister to keep an eye on anyone that has Cloister's kinetic shielding and take stock of their ablative shield value and what it should be and what they're expecting.
Yeah, will do.
Because I'm pretty sure that the bug exists.
It probably does, but because all it's doing is refilling, because I set a maximum and all it does is refill to that maximum, it doesn't push it any higher, like you're saying it should do. Because I don't want it to push any higher than that maximum, I'm not noticing the bug.
Yeah. The other thing that I think that you're not noticing as well, though, Cloister, is your maximum is always higher than the actual shield amount that the units have, which is the other problem. If you've got a combined total shield of like 7 from other sources, but your kinetic plating maximum is 4, even you won't get kinetic plating until you've dropped below 4.
I mean, yeah, that does make sense. It basically just refills up until the point from that base skill is meant to refill to.
Yeah, yeah. But one of the ways that Cloister wanted it to work is that if you've got 7 shields and you've got kinetic plating, it should refill up to the 7 point, but it won't.
But in my experience, what I'm saying is, in my experience, it does.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's different with the Proxian one, because the Proxian one you need to drop below the max 4 marker before it will refill up to the 4 marker.
Yeah, whereas mine seems it doesn't seem to matter how high the maximum is or what they're supposed to have. It's always refilling up to as high as the bar is showing. It's like I said, I'm not saying it's not bugged.
I think it might have something to do with where the source is coming from.
Yes.
Like if the kinetic plating bonus is being added last, then that's the first it's the first thing that the shields get removed from. So it's the first thing they get topped up into. But
yeah,
if
it may well be.
Bonus is being added first, and then like ablative plating bonus on top, and then like rusty purifier adaptive plating on top of that. If all of that stuff goes down first, then the kinetic plating won't top up until that stuff has gone and you're actually in, the kinetic plating bonus.
Yeah, quite possibly.
So weird. And then, as I said, it's the on the next mission thing where it all just goes to hell. The numbers just go completely wrong.
Well, bearing in mind, for my classes,
as Alfan just said, like if you lose all your shields, your maximum becomes 0, and kinetic plating will do nothing.
Well, this is the thing. The way mine is set up is it gives you 2 shield HP, and will refill up to technically gives you a max 2 shield HP. The perk itself gives you 2 shield, and it will always refill. But I also have a bunch of stuff that is giving shield on top of that. But it will even if it doesn't get down to below the 2, it's still say it's like combat engineers at major with taking minor kinetic plating. They start a mission with 8 shielding. Doesn't matter how low they go, it will always top back up to that 8.
Yeah, I know because I've seen it, and like I did write that code originally. But for Proxians, it's not working in the same way. And it's bugging the hell out of me.
You may be right. It may be the fact that it's being granted as a GTS perk, which means it's being granted
later in
the finalizabilities. So that may be the issue.
Or earlier in the finalizabilities, so that it's being added before any other ablative shield bonuses, so it's not taking them into account.
Yeah. I would try granting it just as a normal perk and see if you can replicate the bug. That would seem to be the logical answer.
Maybe.
Because it may be the fact that it's being granted by the GCS, so it's because of the way it's patched on.
From previous experience, that sometimes GTS perks work a bit weird.
Fucky.
We discovered this working with proficiency perks.
Yeah, they work a bit fucky.
But if I'm going to do that, to be honest, it'll be something for tomorrow. Like, I've been working on this today since the end of the earlier stream at whatever time that was.
Yeah, 4:30.
Was it really
so? Yeah, so yesterday. So not today. Yesterday.
Yeah. yesterday at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, it was about half an hour or so after the end of the earlier stream, until 10 minutes or so before me coming on here, and
You
I've
just
made
you just been
0 progress.
You've been just been smashing your head against it.
Yep, yep, and I think it wouldn't matter so much if it wasn't like a 7-minute loading time to get the game on, and like 5 minutes to load the mission, and 45 minutes or so to play through enough to get a decent enough log sample.
That day there, that
Yeah,
amount of days I'm out, it's painful. Look at that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if XCOM wasn't so slow.
yeah, yeah. The weird thing is if I cut my mod list down to like my essential 15, XCOM actually loads in like under a minute. The problem is I don't know, like, loading up my saves and having to click enter to skip missing mods, and keeping my fingers crossed that they don't self-implode, with 570 missing mods.
5 days. 5 days on that, yeah. So let's scroll a bit more. Let's get the supply drop done at least.
Yeah, Zelfada, a post-final finalizabilities function that you can then override in Highlander for a final finalize. And then Iridar will do some shenanigans that will be a final finalize post abilities event.
What thing is, what you need is a Todd Howard ability. You know, the one where it just says it just works.
Yeah. The only other thing is like, kind of help me out here, guys, like, because the kinetic plating was like the thought process for a GTS perk for Proxians. Like, what else could they possibly have?
Massive dodge bonus.
They're tanky enough as is, honestly, and they have the thing that keeps them from dying on top of that.
Yeah. So
If anything, I would make that a GTS perk.
Yeah, but that's their like built-in thing from day one.
I mean, they have 4 starting perks. You could just cut one of them.
Or, just give them one less GTS perk. Or not give them a GTS perk at all. They don't need it.
Do something
they don't need it.
here, guys. They just go and look at the GTS tree, the Proxian tree.
Yeah. So you've got failsafe.
Which one of those 4 would you cut for a GTS perk?
Rob, of those 4, failsafe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that makes the most sense.
But the problem is, without failsafe, are they gonna? Are you gonna lose them before you get the GTS perk?
Yeah.
I've ever seen anyone lose a Proxian, period, ever.
I mean,
even without that ever happening.
I was gonna say, I mean, in fairness, those things are tanky as all hell.
That's my point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't Vault Wolf. You haven't got a character in yet. Character's got to turn up first.
Well, yeah. Well, Proxians have ablative. They have armor, and then on top of that, they also have their own self repair.
Yeah.
And they can quickly get out of trouble with teleport.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Badger, you have to choose which of these 5 rookies gets recruited. You've got Commander Emily's character, King Arthur Pendragon's character, Surf's character, which is Music Man, Shadow Broker, or Liam's second character. I would probably lean towards this one, personally, seeing as he's been about, and obviously Liam's already got one character in. But it's up to you. Otherwise, I will just choose him anyway. If I don't get a response in a minute.
There's a nice reminder for you.
A reminder that I've just run out of my can of drink, so I just need to go and grab one. I'll be back in a second.
Which gives time to think. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the proxying thing. If I can't fix it soon and get it working how I want, then it's...
I mean, I think moving just the backup thing to the GTS would be good, because it'd help nerf base proxies a little bit more, which I feel like wouldn't be a bad thing. But they'd still
I'm
have
going to
access
make
to it by
that
getting...
choice. Let's do Music Man. Because Music Man I know will actually, come in. He rolled gifted, very nice. And he will end up being either a tech specialist or a patchwork, probably. Because that's what he usually gets. That's what he's sort of one of those two in the tree. I can never remember which. That assault mission is apparently expiring. Did I almost miss? Did I almost scan past it?
Have you not got it set to stop on assault mission expire?
Yep, it's supposed to alert me at 3 hours, which it did. So, stolen shields, experimental armor, field training, and it's the neutralized field commander. So the question is, do I have Tedster, Rusty, Beezy, Tesla, Viking Fusion, Wait and See, Kex?
Have you got enough supplies to buy the proxy and GTS perk?
No. He's also not high enough level for it yet. And I don't have a GTS yet.
Oh, how many console cores do I need to drop and supply things to instantly give you a GTS? Rank off my proxy and high enough.
None, because I'm not doing skips like that on this run. I want to get murdered on Legend more or less in a standard way before I start doing random shit like that.
Still reminds me, I still haven't given Alpha the Shiv class icon. I need to do that.
Right, but yeah, so considering this is apparently difficult, Rusty. So if Rusty's going, Tedster's going because of, pairing. The missus could do with the XP, so she can catch. Well, I'm only at Corporal and I'm still out for another 13 days. Mine looks going to be out for ages. I need somebody fighty.
If only you had a spark.
Yeah, this is why I'm rushing Proving Grounds, so I can get sparked out.
I always rush Proving Grounds. Sparks are too fun. You get so much good shit.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm rushing Proving Grounds. Let's take Wait and See, seeing as he's here. I now have 2 of Kex's girls, because Murasame's here, so we can take Medusa and she can get blasted in the face for all I care. No. She'll do alright. It's Medusa, she always does.
Maybe a little unwieldy, but in the right hand, this
There
thing
we go.
should cut
Hopefully
down
Alpha
anything
can pick that
standing
up.
in your way.
And do I take Abizi? He is carrying a bit. This Abizi's got 10 kills apparently, whereas Scrap's got 11. Or do I? So field medic already on the run. You know what? Let's take the Marine. See, let's make upgrades available from those that don't have it. You've currently got a hair trigger on your disruptor, Rusty, because they're always good. Damage refinement, probably a good idea considering, you know, it's a crit gun. Or it is these days. Oh, I forgot I had these. Jesus Christ. Tank. Can't do anything. Anything worth putting on a hollow target? Well, that could be interesting. I wonder if a hair trigger will actually work on a hollow target. I'm sure I'll find out. Give the foxhound a kitty. That's the grey one. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Yay. Is that Iridar's cat mod?
Yeah, with the hat toggled off.
Yeah. Did you manage to adjust the textures at all yet?
No. I went in. He gave me the link to the GitHub, and I went in, and I couldn't even get it to export the textures properly. They just came out silver.
That'll be needing them to decompose layers correctly.
Yeah. So,
Ping me the link, or ask Iridar if you can have permission to ping me the private link. And I'll go and have a look at some point.
let's see. Hispanic Meg and a autoloader. Crit tracker stock. They can't kill zone. They can. Can you? No. No. That's a pity. So it must be on the rifly types. So stick that on and give the autoloader there. And let's give her the flashbang.
Have we got PCSs yet?
No, I don't have a GTS yet.
You haven't got show me the skills on Roadway Jump for Squad Select either.
No, I do. I just don't have the. I have ignoring the.
Skip initial.
Yeah, I just have to skip initial.
Yeah. See, I don't. I like seeing them all, even the squaddy ones.
I keep meaning to turn skip initial off, but I can never get around to it.
Well, this is your reminder to turn it off.
Operation
So don't
Venerable
uncheck
Thing.
upgrade primaries only.
This could be a chance for us to disrupt their current operations and throw off their command structure.
Turn off autofill squad.
No worries, Badger. I went for Surf for Haronoff's character, Music Man. In the end,
Yeah, sorry.
which
we've
I'm
timed out.
assuming is probably the one you would have picked anyway.
Menace 1-5, we're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but
Save. Do my tactical save, and you know what?
No,
Seeing as I'm here,
This is actually perfect to explain the proxying bug, by the way.
skip initial abilities, turn
Next one
off.
up, skip initial abilities.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you see how Scrap has spawned in with 2 ablative there.
Free
Yeah,
ablative, yeah.
vest or something. 3 ablative. Yeah. What has he got 3 ablative from? That'd be his armor, probably.
That will be his armor, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the ablative plating, the armor upgrades mod.
So if you had the kinetic plating at the moment set for a maximum of 2
Yeah,
on, it wouldn't work at all because you're already past the limit.
yeah,
And if he takes a shot, a missed shot now, he wouldn't get anything. The kinetic plating would fail to work.
yeah.
That's not how I envisioned it. It should give him 2, making him have 5.
Yeah.
And it won't at the moment.
No, I get that.
And if he takes damage to the shields and they go to 0, the kinetic plating also wouldn't kick in and give him 2 because his max is then 0.
Which is where the fucky is.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
if he
I
had
understand it now.
because if he had
if
minor
the
kinetic play,
plating had a maximum of 2, next mission he'll have 5, but you'll only see 3. The next mission after that he'll have 8, but you'll only see 3. And the next mission after that he'll have 16, but you'll still only see 3. Are you seeing where the bug's happening?
yes, that's
And
fucky.
it still won't top any of them up until he has below the maximum limit that you've set.
Ah, that's the other change. That's probably the other reason I'm not seeing. Reason I'm not seeing the bug. Because I've just checked my defaults for minor kinetic plating.
Yeah.
I have a max shield regen of 0. So
which
it's
means it's
infinite.
not restricted. Yeah, infinite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the code checks for greater than 0 for if it should have a max cap.
Yeah, so I have no max. That's why I'm not seeing the bug.
Yeah, so you're not seeing the bug because your maximum cap is the in32 maximum integer of 32,700 and whatever the hell.
That's why I'm not seeing the bug.
Which also means, by the way, in the background, your kinetic plating can stack up to 278,500 and whatever the hell the maximum integer value is.
It could, in theory, if I didn't have a max.
No, it will. That's part of the bug.
But I only see 8 on the bar.
But you've only got a max displayed limit of 8 on the bar. It will still fill up to the maximum. That's like, I keep trying to tell you, it's bugged.
Yeah.
It will only display that much, but the code behind the code in reporting in the logging of it is like saying that there's 4 displayed but 16 maximum.
But the 4 displayed still reduces, and if all of the displayed empties, they still take health damage.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's a super weird bug, dude. It's a complete disconnect from actual gameplay, what's happening, and what the code is reporting, which is why it's me banging my head against the wall with it. Because I can't understand where the break is from, how can the code be telling me one thing, yet actually doing something completely different?
I'm on the move.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favourite things ever. You're not supposed to be able to miss.
I think you need to tell Reshi that you can miss with the assassinate civilian.
I'm fairly sure. Yeah, Rishi's in stream.
Gosh, lurking. We don't call out the lurkers. We just offhandedly mention their name and say, "Hey, Reshi, assassinate silent killer can miss and it shouldn't do," and they may or may not pick it up.
Yeah, and then I just say type it and ping it.
Rolling.
But I was always under the impression that it's supposed to not be able to miss.
No, it's got an aim calculation there,
Yeah.
which means it's running
I
on
don't know why
standard.
you would be under that impression, honestly.
Nähere mich der Zielposition.
It's probably got a toggleable config setting for never being able to miss.
Nicht schlecht.
Do you know what gets me though? Is I'm running the the mod for you're guilty if you get guilty if you see civilians die. So I'm stacking up my guilt for wiping them out so they don't
Wait, why both?
Admittedly, this is one of the things I actually like with the Pathfinder's mod. You can lay down the Pathfinder proximity stun mine and stun the civvies.
Why both? Because I like killing the annoying civvies, but I want to feel bad about it because I really shouldn't.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh, that it can miss is intended. Fair enough. It always kills when it
reveal you.
hits.
Yeah, the fact it doesn't reveal you on a miss was quite nice.
Yeah,
I don't think it should reveal you on a hit either.
it doesn't reveal you on a hit. That's the whole point.
Admittedly, I don't think it should miss either. It should be an instant takedown.
Throwing the hook.
I think it being able to miss is fine.
Oh, I just got reminded that this week
Weigh the risk.
I can handle that.
Thanksgiving for you guys over in the States.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me something
Which
hilarious.
you have that wonderful day of sharing and enjoyment and showing your love and care for everyone around you, and then the next day you trample over, blood sport, detonate and detach those same people as you all rush to pick up the last loo roll that's on.
To be fair, I hate Black Friday, so I can agree that that's stupid.
Yeah. I did pick up something last year that made me really laugh with it. There was a campaign against anti-racism, which I'm for that. Yeah, it shouldn't be a thing. But someone was saying that it should now be called White Friday because Black Friday is racist.
If it's racist, why just give it a color at all?
It can't just be Friday because then it's like offensive to every other Friday in every other week. But yeah, that did get me. It was
I'm running Civies revamped so they don't get the easy to hit. If you miss this whiplash, Rusty, I'll be. There we go.
Cybernetic intelligence will always...
Yeah, like this is another thing that's kind of weird. You've just used Whiplash there perfectly fine. Someone else this week that I've been discussing has an instantaneous crash to desktop whenever using Whiplash with the proxy. To the point that they video recorded it for me. And 100% like completely different setups, different moves. Second they use Whiplash, crash.
Very interesting.
I guess. So it must be a conflict.
And yeah, perfectly fine if they're working with a skirmisher. And you know, it's the same whiplash. Like, it literally is the same perk.
Yeah, that's really freaking weird.
Our position.
Yeah. Which is just another one of the proxying things, like, because I can't replicate it either. And I'm just like, well, yeah, you know, if I can't replicate it, I can't fix it.
Well, have you asked them for their mod list to try and see if there's a conflict among one of the mods?
Yeah, it's just their mod list involves Long War, and the second that I kind of spotted that, I was just like, yeah, I'll put this to the side here because I've got other bugs I'm trying to fix first.
Yeah. Oh, Joker, hey.
Well,
With the pool, if you can get Phaedra to export your character, which I still haven't taught him how to do, you can use that one. Or if you go into my about section, there's a link for filling in a form, and you send me that. You fill that in, and then I make the character off screen, and then it just gets added to pool, and it just turns up, or you know, in theory, turns up. The pool is unfortunately not small, so it's
not a guarantee.
yeah. There's no guarantees as and when, but in theory, it should turn up. I mean, I haven't had any deaths yet, but this is a legend campaign, and you filled it in just now. Awesome. I will fill that one out. I will fill that in off screen and finish it up, and make sure you're in.
Probably for the next stream.
Yeah, it'll be for the next stream. Yeah. Woo.
Ooh, did you almost get Medusa bolted? You know Kex wouldn't have been happy with you.
Yeah.
You know Kex is the only person that can put a bolt... I better not finish that sentence. You saw that post I found earlier, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, because I found it the same place you did, from Odds Discord.
New terrain discovered.
On it.
Right, where is this pain in the ass of a... Yeah, that's a really weird bug. I'm glad to say I've never seen, although I don't have, you know, channel appearing anymore because proficiency Templars don't get it.
Yeah, I might actually check on that, Zelfana. Could you ping me a DM so that it like reminds me tomorrow to go and ask? Let me check who it was again.
Seems doable.
Kinsect.
Oh, in fairness, Kinsect seems to have everything break on a regular basis.
Yeah, he's really good for bug reports, though. He gives really nice detailed descriptions of
Oh, he
exactly
does.
what he's doing. Gives the log reports. You know, as I said, video recorded it here.
Oh.
Yeah, and the Harrenhof as well, having.
Solid copy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both really good for their bug reports.
Which is what leads me to believe like it's not an isolated thing. I've got two different people giving me the exact same report, with two different play setups.
Yeah.
So,
But like I said, the reason I don't see the proxying bug is because I don't have a limit on how much shield they can get.
Still under dispute.
Yeah, that's Rusty. Have you ever seen a bug which literally just hang on the second animation, on the second cutscene in Leviathan?
on the second cutscene in Leviathan.
You know, when you go into the cutscene for going into the main fight.
No.
Yeah. King Phaedra has had that issue.
Cleared out Leviathan Part 1 and are going into Part 2.
Yeah.
So the avatar reveal.
The avatar reveal, yeah. Literally, black screen, hung.
No.
Yeah.
But I look into that by looking into what mods are affecting squad size,
Near
because
vanilla.
it might
Literally
be.
the only mods are my cosmetics list and my UI list.
Well, I'm going to say it might be a case of not having what's the custom spawn size mod.
He's only running six-man squads.
So he's only got like 7 on the gate on
Yeah.
the final.
Yeah.
Okay, so it shouldn't be running past the 9 person limit cap on that then.
Armor still holding.
There was a
have you
bigger.
got,
There
like,
was a bit. Oh, hang
any
on. There was a
mod-
bigger squad 8.
Oh, so if he was running 8, well, no, because that's still with
You
the
know,
avatar,
that's. I was gonna say.
because the standard spawn square is 9 tiles. So if you've
Yeah.
got a 10th unit, it will crash unless you've got the allow for larger squad sizes mod, or a mod like Long War, or my extended Leviathan squad size, which incorporate that softly. Which then leads into avatar restoration mod. Anything that messes with avatars and their spawning. I can't think of the perk. The one that sets up like their armor and everything. Basically, any mod that deals with the avatars and buffs them, or very possibly something going wrong with Dance of Avatar and Chosen if they've got that mod.
Definitely not. Wasn't on the. Well, unless FaZe added extra mods on top of the ones I sent him, none of those should apply.
Yeah, the last campaign that I ran with Dance of Avatar and Chosen, and it worked perfectly fine though. So, but that would be like a top contender for something's gone wrong in the mission loading.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it doesn't have.
The only other things would be any of
Alien.
Flash's experimental beta Cyrus's trial stuff that might be messing with the chamber.
Again, not in the mod list.
Not public either, as far as I know.
No, it's not. Soyuz is still unlisted.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not in the mod list. So yeah, this is what, because I was there when it happened, and I was like,
yeah.
All I can suggest is save and reload.
Yeah, if it's hanging on a particular point, then it's very possible, and especially if it's repeatable crash, it's very possibly be able to be traced through the logs of what's actually happening.
Yeah.
But by that same token, we also know, like, if it crashes before someone's log statement,
can be a bit crap.
Yeah. The one that always gets me, and I've fallen foul of it myself before, you put in a log statement after it's done something, which is just the general practice. Like, if you look at anyone's code, it's like, do this, log it's done, do this, log it's done, do that, log it's done. But quite often it'll crash at the do this part, and you won't actually get the log afterwards that tells you if it's done it or not. You'll get the previous log statement that says, like, it got to here. And then it's crashing on the next step. It could. This is what it could be, actually. Ethereals on Waterworld.
Not in the mod list.
Is there still encounter list changes that are in the mod list for Ethereals on Waterworld?
Not in those specific parts of the mod list.
Are you sure?
Well, yes, for that I am sure, because I didn't make those changes. Literally the mod list I sent him was it's a vanilla experience, except you've got a decent UI and you've got cosmetics.
Okay, and to answer you there, Joe Cat, that mod's been proven countless times to work perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's the
bearing in mind you're talking to Rusty Dios.
I think that's the joke he was making, Cloister. Also, thank you for the DM self on. It gives me the nice reminder to check on that.
I know I've left people out of cover for this, but I just wanted to get this bitch killed. And I can't believe, of all people, Rusty was the one who failed to get the killing blow.
Yeah, blatantly. But you know I'm on Mock XT.
In fairness, it has just got me some free loot. Because she's just summoned the sniper.
Yeah, there you go. It wasn't a fouled kill. It was a extended life for more loot.
And all she did was blind.
Your people fought honorably.
Yeah, I should really give Proxians the eye drops perk.
I'm trusting you here.
Pick up your axe, you... Oh, wait, she's blind. She can't.
She can't see it, Captain.
Missed the target.
If you
The
weren't
one guaranteed damage.
What are you worried about? You got like both barrels there. Got a freeze, good frost grenade. If everything.
Bearing in mind, everybody's still shielded, so it doesn't matter if I leave them out of cover. Nah, Tedster's just going to go and finish her off.
Impressed yet?
There we go. Tedster doing what the rest of us couldn't,
at one time.
which lines up with real life, considering that he took on the insane task of fixing Long War.
Yeah, and in fairness, he's done a
Doing a
damn
fucking job at it as well.
I was going to say the fact that he's doing an amazing job, yeah.
Find that thing and put it down.
Which is the only thing, to be fair, the Long War project needed, which was someone that was open to have, community-based input, and someone that was passionate enough still about the project to see things through to finish.
Yeah.
Got both of those qualities in abundance.
Oh, yeah. Ted's is awesome. I've said it frequently.
You forgot about the purge tonight, by the way.
I did not. I did not. Look at me, I'm right next to the guy, and for some reason I still can't hit him.
XCOM.
It's because you're blinded like 7 times there. Have you noticed that? Look at your aim calculation breakdown.
Blind, minus 100 aim.
Yeah, pretty sure that's wrong.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to suppress him so he can't really do anything, but yes. Oh, wait, no, you have given them bright eyes.
Oh, yeah, I did. But that might just be from the default settings that it gives it to anyone that's robotic, because I don't think it actually gave them bright eyes by, like...
On purpose.
Cognitively.
And then you go and min-roll the bloody damage. It runs away because of the suppression. And then goes
which
and...
is also wrong, because that should have been a suppressive shot. But,
no, he missed. Because he's blind. He could suppress him.
Pick up her axe now.
Yeah. He could suppress him because, even though he was blind, but he couldn't actually hit with the suppression shot. Ooh, sprinter module, armor shredding refinement, that's really nice. Smell, advanced expanded mag, yeah, starting to get some really nice loot
I
now.
love how much, just some meld. And it's like the effort that we went through to create Meld, and now people are just like, oh yeah, just use Meld. This is like it existed for so long.
Wir sind nah dran.
Well, it's because it's the amount of people who've asked me about Mel.
Shot at this.
How did I change all the PEXM stuff to use Meld? I'm like, dude, we created it.
Yeah.
They're like, but it's for Long War of the Chosen. I'm like, yeah.
No.
I'm like, because we let Kiruka port it out because we were being nice.
Yeah. The nice one about the long Meld for Long War of the Chosen by Kiruka is I don't want to steal her thunder, but it's 99% by Rusty with 1% of you can release this because I don't want anything to do with Long War. Here's the mod.
Yeah.
You just need to compile it and put preview images and stuff together. And I remember that conversation because it went, yeah, you just need to compile it, put preview images and a Steam description together, which shortly followed by, can you make me a mod preview? I've got this mod called Meld for Long War.
It's very funny because in the credits for Meld for Long War, you two are the first things that are there as like the people who made the original mod.
And then shortly after that, Kiruka was like, can you just grammar check this? It's the Steam description for the mod.
Yeah. You've just started using.
Just don't read descriptions.
PEXM Alpha. Yeah, it makes life so much more random.
It's fun. I think so far, even with using, like, obviously I use my own dedicated psionic class. And then I use the site implants mod that I made, because obviously I made that.
Yeah.
And then the PEXM on top. And even with, like, the dedicated psionic class, PEXM still has its place. It still has purpose.
It's still random as all hell.
Yeah. It's just because of what it allows on building up, the gems on Siams.
Yeah.
And
well,
there is a minor overlap with like the gems and the Siams if you have the class ability and the gem at the same time. But that isn't like that's manageable. It's not like a major conflict.
I wonder if that guy. I wonder if he's just dropped the golden gun. I bloody hope so, because that would be OP as all balls. Oh look, more loot.
It come up at the side if he dropped a golden gun.
Oh yeah, because it's guaranteed loot, isn't it?
Guaranteed corpse loot, yeah.
Poo.
And yeah, that's Alpana. Yeah, there's definitely some Mitsurugi perks and things that are made as gems that aren't available in any classes yet.
Yeah, there's
I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah, and the answer to that is, to be fair, most of them.
Grappling.
Okay, how the hell are you getting? That's an interesting grapple place.
Reloaded.
Oh, rolled the crit. Nice kill. Promo as well. Running gun.
I'm all over it.
Let's see. Typical, didn't kill it. Typical, missed.
Not good.
Not really in the position I wanted him to be in. did the shred, so it counts for the flash. Didn't push him into a position I wanted him in, but
I'm going.
Ted's 48%, 37%. Ooh. Rolling the damage. Going to be out of cover whichever position he's in. Hand cannon is ridiculous, it's great.
I gave the orders.
Yeah, grab me some loot. Ooh, an alien killer upgrade, that's awesome. It's plus damage. Yeah, I'm only running 27, I think. Yeah, I'm running a lot of classes. But proficiency classes are awesome, so obviously I'm at least slightly biased in that and the fact that I wrote some of them.
We're green to go.
I mean, I think they're still like the best overall rework.
Oh, massively so.
I'm back.
But, you know, I'm still going to freely admit that I'm massively biased as to how good I think
You're at least biased
proficiency.
for your own.
Yeah. I didn't think we were talking about class packs.
Joe Cat said the amount of lots of new classes would make a head hurt, and I'm like, yeah, I'm massively biased to these classes, but I wrote some of them, so you know, I wear my bias on my sleeve.
Yeah, and I would say for side classes, like a class replacer mod, like my own
Yeah, Rusty Psionics.
class, or Advent Avengers' original version of it, or even Alpha's version of it, where it changes the test
Yeah,
tube
we know that.
psionic lab psi guy into a standard class progression, are much better than the original Firaxis implementation.
Yeah, vanilla. Everybody. I don't know one person who considers vanilla psionics a good implementation.
That like test tube psionics and doubling up, that you have to do missions, gain XP, and then side tube them for a month, and then do missions with them to gain XP, and then side tube them for a month.
Why?
Like, if they wanted them to be normal classes, they should have just made them as like normal classes. It doesn't make sense to do the implementation that they did.
Well,
Yeah.
the whole point is they're not.
They're not supposed to be normal classes. It's just the problem with the vanilla implementation is
It sucked.
you took a rookie in at the start of the campaign, the moment you unlock psionics, and then you don't bother using them until they're Supreme Magus with all 14 perks in the end game Leviathan.
Well, I know, but what I meant was that
strongest classes that you have with all 14 perks in Leviathan, you're more than likely going to take them along, and they're going to take the place of someone that's actually been in the campaign, you know, fighting with you up to that point.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way to have any reasonable amount of, you know, attachment to them.
Yeah, and unless you try and do something like what Long War did, the Long War approach does help out in that you do have to use them to be able to level them.
Well, what I meant was that if they wanted them to be like an actual class instead of like a side add-on to exist to other classes, like the original version, they should have just made it so that way you can level them like normal classes instead of having to get XP for them and then unlock the stuff within the Psi lab and set them in there for days. Like,
Joker, I have that happen a lot with my two. Famously so, in fact, and usually one on keyboard and one on top of the PC or on the mouse. Ooh, basic
We've
suppressor.
had Cloister's Cats reset missions for us.
We've had Cloister's Cats turn the bloody PC off.
Oh, I was there when that last time it happened. In the last campaign, one of the last missions, the cat reset the mission like twice. The cat reset it once, but the mission was reset like twice. That was very funny.
Yes, because he was laying on the quick load button.
I know.
I
Little
keep telling you, you just need to rebind your buttons.
unbind
be
the bloody
really
button.
fun?
Unbind the bloody button.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
look.
unbind it.
Oh look, Scraps MVP again. What a fucking surprise.
You know what I think would be really funny, Chris? If you rebound your quick load key from like F5 to F11, completely different place on the keyboard. It would be really funny if the cat then moved to where the new button is.
Problem is, the way he lays, he is literally pressing all of the keys. It's when he gets up on top of the actual PC and just leans forward and puts his emphasis, oh, pretty light, and presses the button presses the power button is the problem.
Yeah.
Shitbag. Just shitbag.
What you need?
One kill for
is
Scrap,
You need
3 for
you just
Tedster.
need a second keyboard plugged in as a diversion keyboard, and just like leave it somewhere else.
Well,
Tried that,
the
doesn't work.
The power key problem.
Tried that, doesn't work. The problem is I have a spare keyboard. The problem is, it's not a backlit keyboard, so he's not interested because he likes the pretty lights because he's a little shit.
What I said, you need a spare lit up diversion one, like elsewhere.
Right, 1 kill for Tesla, 3 for Wait and See, and a promo did well. 5 for Medusa.
Just leave
How was
an
she
open
not?
laptop on your desk, like on your kitchen table or something, and you'll find the cat there instead.
What gets me is the cat. If the missus is on her laptop, cats don't give a shit. And her laptop is a 10-year-old MSI gaming laptop. So that thing runs like a fucking toaster. They don't give a shit. They completely
avoid it.
No, because they lay on the top of my desktop PC.
It's warm.
Because it's warm. Because most of my exhaust is up.
They obviously do it just to mess with you, dude. Like,
yeah, they're little
Pretty
shitbags.
obvious.
They see the woman of the house and they think like, well, no, she's the one that feeds us. Not going to mess with her.
But the problem is, she's not. I'm
She's
the one that feeds them.
Well then it's the reverse.
No, the thing is, it's probably just his reactions.
It's because you feed them. They come and lay near you to respect you.
No, they come and demand more treats.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. They try and distract you from what you're doing so that way he gives them more treats. That's not how it works.
Unfortunately, in this house, that is exactly how it bloody works.
And I don't think
But then you've taught them to act that way, my man.
Can you change the gun up pose of the Proxian?
Yeah, I will too. Just wanted to get the.
It's just something that doesn't look like I'm holding an invisible rifle.
It's the invisible rifle pose. What the problem is, I can't give him any of the casual pose pack.
You can.
No, I can't. They're not set up for Proxians.
Really? What happens if you try a casual pose pack with Proxian?
They're not in the list.
Ah.
They're not set up. They're not set up as content for them, so they don't get them. Because they don't have the anims set for them.
Okay. But I'll go talk to Kex about that.
Yeah. They love me and they want to be with me. In fairness,
It's
and
just
this,
XCOM body content configs, isn't it?
yeah, this is the thing with my two, and it's very. I have a feeling I might have. Yep, garbage collection crash. This is why I save before mission end, because you never know when you're going to get a garbage collection crash. But yeah, no, it happens. This is, like I said, this is why I save as much as I do.
The nice thing is you know when it's going to happen because you're so used to the pause and stutter in the music.
Yep. As soon as I saw the spinny logo pause, I'm like, yeah, that's a garbage collection crash. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's like my cats are, well, they're cuddly, but they're not lap cats at all. Today, I had the rarest thing ever. I was sitting on the sofa. I literally sat down to sort something out on my phone, and he just came and sat on my lap, and I'm like, "The fuck are you doing?" It doesn't happen.
Yeah, they're not lap cats. What's up with your cat?
Yeah, literally, he came up to me, sat on my lap, looked at me, and just started purring. I'm like, "This, he's not a lap cat. What the hell?" And when I tried to get up, normally I try and move, and he would jump and jump off and run off. No, I tried to move. He just clawed me until I stopped trying to move. And I'm like,
Was where you were sitting in the sunlight.
no, where I was sitting was where he normally sits when he's sitting on the sofa.
Ah.
But
So
the
he's
problem
proving his
is,
point that you don't exist and that he's just sitting on the sofa.
no, because this is the thing. Because when I'm sitting on the sofa, that is where I sit, and normally he sits. I sit on the right. The missus sits on the left, and if we're both on the sofa, he literally wriggles between us. Or if only I'm on the sofa, or if only she's on the sofa, he will sit on the other side. No, he literally just came up to me and just sat on me.
It's dominance, you know, keeping you guessing.
Or he's just getting old and wants attention.
Well, wants attention's usual, yeah. Getting old. Well, he is 12. So yeah, he's definitely getting. He is getting old. He's 12. She's 10. Yeah, he's very. Thing is, he will come up to me and he will just look at me. He will be demanding. He will look at me and he will purr, and just gradually get louder and louder. She will come up to me and put her claws on me. And keep putting her claws on me up until the point where, I pay attention.
She threatens you, and he tries to charm you. That's very funny.
The pair of them are little shits.
Cats all over, isn't it?
Yep. You know what they say? You're not imagining things. Your cats are trying to murder you.
Yep. They don't live there in your house. You live in their presence.
Yeah, you exist to serve them. There we go. So I got two Illyrium cores instead this time.
Also, flawless. Well done.
Yeah.
You're getting better for flawless legend.
I've flawless quite a few missions, actually.
There's those extra couple of steps of just taking it a little bit slower.
Yeah.
The beginning missions aren't too hard if you take them slow to flawless.
That, and I've started taking to Overwatch crawling initially.
Overwatch crawling,
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need to Overwatch crawl as long as your first kind of blue move to yellow move reveals nothing. Then dash everybody else up to like the yellow move vision range.
Yeah.
It's just being a little bit more sensible, like with where you're positioning.
You mean it's being less aggressive generally?
Yeah, that's all it
Look
majorly
at all
takes.
that loot. Decent chunk of meld. Alien killer upgrade for the +2 against aliens. Bandolier module. If I would be really nice if I actually had some ammo. Armor shredding refinement, always nice. Sprint module, but
What's the localization text on that alien killer upgrade?
yeah, it's one from Tesla. It's an actual Tesla loot mod upgrade rather than one that's just added to it.
I'm just saying, like hard code mentions the boltcaster. That's all.
Yeah, basically it's this took some tech from the boltcaster and gave it, and you can now strap it to something else. It's a reference rather than a trying to say from this particular weapon. Right, so I took the picture for Vulnerable Fear, so I can delete that one because I don't need it. So first bestiary, first general, and he didn't drop me a pistol, and I'm annoyed at that. Yeah, lots of loot. Lots and lots of loot. Right, so I am...
Check your inventory. Did you get a golden gun? Because Joe Cat's saying you did.
Did I? Let's find somebody who can equip a pistol and see. Because if I did...
You did.
Well, all I'm going to say is somebody's going to be OP as balls for a while.
Who's your gunslinger?
At the moment, it's Queen Gambit is my actual gunslinger, but the missus
How many
is...
other gunslingers have you got?
She's the only gunslinger, but the missus's character is supposed to be a gunslinger. And for some reason rolled support medic, despite the fact that I set it to gunslinger in my local, because she's the one who overtook. She's the one who replaced Den Mother. So I changed changed my...
pistols?
What, as support medic?
Yeah.
No. She's not even supposed to have the auto pistol, the travel light. It's just literally hollow target her. But because she's rolled the wrong class, I'm going to give her her character call class. Guess what that is?
Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still only going to be squaddy.
You should ideally use her points to re-roll her class.
I should. And do it through the training, but I don't have the training center up.
But there we go. We'll simulate it. Look, it was paid for.
Yep.
Definitely.
And the special favor paid for is repaid. Actually, no, I know she has the points. I just don't know if I've still got. I do not want.
It's just for the hassle of having to change computers, go and log in.
Oh no, I literally have her login set on a Oh wait, I don't on what do you call? I normally have it set on a different browser.
Yeah, and obviously for the Twitch terms of service and things, your missus hasn't shared her password with you, and you do not know what it is and can't log into an account that isn't yours.
Exactly. Yeah. It's normally she has it logged in on a different browser. It sits there.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't.
what you
Doesn't
meant
get
to
used.
say. Yes,
Doesn't
correctly.
get used. But I have this magic thing in this
You know,
other magic thing that I can do. It's called I can use my own points.
it's weird that I've moderated for enough of like my friends and people that I actually one day sat down and read halfway through the Twitch terms of service. And to be fair, dude, some of the crap they have in there that we can discuss
Oh,
through
she has
fair
that.
discussion
She,
without being offensive to or condemning to Twitch. But some of the stuff, my God.
thing is, she's rolled really badly 10 mobility on a gunslinger.
Yeah, that's rough. But she's got a golden pistol, so she don't need to move anywhere.
Yeah, big shiny golden pistol. Big shiny
Yeah.
golden
The life
pistol
choice is
that
if you put
can't
the
be
debug,
upgraded.
put the debug cam on whilst you're in this view. Go to like the main model. It's a lot easier to see it when it's the big main model in the center of the screen. But look at the bottom end of the butt of the magazine housing. It's there somewhere. There it is.
The happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those little Easter eggs that was put in by Hulk in texturing.
See, if we talk about Easter egg, this is one of my favourites. All of the Advent burgers in the UFOpedia that are just out of shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the golden gun is it's beam tier.
Yeah.
So it's at force level 2.
Commander, you should establish
It's
contact with the local resistance.
broken as all.
The
It's
aliens
broken
are
as balls
undoubtedly moving
at this.
plans.
Yeah, exactly. It's Tiger Stash. Yeah, at this tier, it's broken as balls, is what it is. Ooh, scientist! Yay! Go rescue Rebel. So let's see who we're going to use to trigger this. Music Man, so we can go get his class.
Definitely not two hero classes.
Yeah. Well, they can't. Well, they. This is the thing. Nobody knows what they're actually made out of. So, are they? Are they even capable of going moldy? I mean, they might be McDonald's burgers, and those things are just cardboard.
They may just be, however it is that they're made, that they just don't need. They don't go off. It's Advent's solution to solve world hunger.
We had some wounded soldiers.
Oh, look, 2 medikits. Dice gets promotion. Reese gets wounded.
Get back into it.
Moving grounds are ready, Commander. We can
The nice thing that I like is if
Fine,
you actually
fucking
use that Advent Burger mod, they make Advent panic
Yeah, I know.
because they know what's in them.
I'll have the team get
I
started.
wonder whose first one I'm gonna
As soon as we've made progress.
get. I haven't got the training center up yet. I need to get my infirmary up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dive gets his promo. Nimble Hands is awesome. Well, having said that, Intimidate is pretty good as well. Such a really good class. Problem is, it doesn't get any health bonuses at all. So it's
It's one of the regulars, isn't it?
yeah, it's the only irregular I use, and it's for a very simple reason.
Doesn't require true primary secondaries.
Doesn't require two primary secondaries.
See, I've never had a problem with that mod since Musashi released it, and the problems I did have, Iridar fixed in the Iridar Fixes mod.
Oh, I can believe that, but I also have the fact that it's absolutely massive. It's like a gig.
It's only because it contains like all the animations.
Oh yeah.
And they're all uncooked animations. Like
yeah, cooked. If it was cooked, it would be a lot simpler.
I've actually had this discussion with Iridar before about re-releasing it as a cooked assets pack and then like a code pack.
Mm.
And I think he tried to get hold of Musashi to get the like permission to do it, and it's just there was no response, like none.
Well, that makes sense. Right, so I have a 200% infill. So I've got Tech, Pine, Reshi, Alpha, and Kinsect.
Ooh.
Except,
What's the bonuses on the infill?
we'll check in 6. So extract VIP from Advent City for an engineer. Obviously, advisor soldier because of LSO. Opportune moment, well rehearsed, and foxholes. They're all pretty crap.
Negatives. You managed to take out the negatives. Well, what's the 250?
No, there was no negative. I only went up to 200 because I'm over. I went for 5 rather than 4.
Right, yeah, over infiltrated.
So I hadn't purchased my optionals yet. So
I still think that's a neat way that CI does it.
yeah, it makes so much sense. It's so much cleaner and less intrusive than
Other systems.
Like Long War of the Chosen.
To any other systems.
The spokesman gave us the right he's stranded somewhere near our AO. He'd like us to secure the
But because there are no other infiltration style mods on the workshop.
I don't think the resistance would ask if it wasn't important.
Absolutely not.
None that are coming to mind. I might have to have a long, hard think.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and
The shade is real.
volume for extraction.
Goblin.
Which
Whose VIP is Goblin?
Supporters of CI as opposed to Long War, and for War of the Chosen, I definitely think that CI is
It's Reshi's.
a better mod pack. Like, I don't mean that offensively towards Long War or anything. The work that's gone into the Long War of the
I
Chosen
do.
is above and beyond. It's brilliant stuff. But I much prefer CI. Like, I just hands down prefer CI.
We've got Advent here.
Well, that didn't. Hey, Nispel. Reshi whiffs with the bolt caster.
I mean, I personally prefer CI over Long War as well. The only reason why I personally play Long War is just because of how well merged the mod jam stuff is. Like how well it all works together.
But the thing is,
And like
CI doesn't require all the extra steps that Modjam takes, because most of it
Well,
is
no, but
naturally.
it's not just that.
Modjam does do an awful lot of balancing as well, Cloister.
This is
It does a
true.
lot of balancing. It implements a lot of like the existing content within mods into other enemies as like unlocks, and then it also adds in a ton of content on top of that. So it's not just like making stuff work together. It's also implementing it all in a balanced way, adding new stuff, and then making a ton of the enemies actually unlock new things as you defeat.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, the biggest thing is most of what Modjam does by like unlocking it is it's integrating the standalone mods into the Long War framework. But most of what it integrates, you can actually get without Long War in the mods
Although
themselves.
no one's done that yet because it's just so much.
And they just all needed to be adapted to fit Long War's framework. Like there isn't really anything much more in say Bio Division that you like get only because you're using Long War with Modjam. All that stuff still exists in Bio Division. You know, you can get access to it all playing CI with Bio Division.
yeah.
Yeah, the difference with Modgem is that Modgem rebalances a ton of the Biodivision enemies, and then also adds like unlockables for defeating them from other mods that are within Modgem.
Yeah,
Which isn't something that you'd naturally get unless someone made a mod that made that possible.
it does a very nice balance changes for cost and pricing of stuff, like across all the mods it encompasses. And it does do a good job. Like the way Kirika and Logical set it up is really, really good.
Joker, I generally feel the same. The amount there's so yeah, I will say Kirika and Logic have done some amazing work for Modjam. But
if Long War was built correctly, they would have needed to do that work in the first place.
yeah, exactly. And
well, no, because it.
No, if Long War was built correctly, they wouldn't have needed to done most of the integrations it did because it's present or super easy to do outside of it. It's like
In the CI campaign, you'll find.
But you're not really understanding the main aspect of why I think Modgem is cool. It's the integration stuff that isn't naturally done when the mods are by themselves. Stuff being worked together, like having unlocks for different mod items within other enemies from other mods, and then adding in new content that combines mods or adds new weapons from mods and such from like enemy stuff.
no, I get that. I'm just telling you, in a lot of places, it already exists.
Yeah, there is a bit more that I will admit. Like Modjam does do quite a lot for integrating corpse drops in corpse usage into other tech rewards.
Yeah,
There is a fair bit of balance and economy based around the corpse economy of Long War.
oh yeah, no, I get that, and I appreciate
and
that.
things like when you need like Bio Viper corpses and Frost Legion corpses to like make one item that's kind of common to both.
Impressed yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing that it is a lot of very, very good stuff, because it is, and it's gotten significant. And I've said it already. It's gotten significantly better since Ted's got his hands on it.
Yeah. But I still prefer CI.
But I still prefer CI.
I mean, yeah, me too. I don't like base Long War. It's just the unique stuff to Modjam is what I enjoy specifically.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, I also have an emotional connection to CI. Because CI is what got me modding in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Not quite holds that special place for me because I was modding before CI. I think one of the things I love the most about CI.
Yeah, I've technically been modding longer than you.
Yeah.
It's just my
What?
gate. It's just my gateway. My gateway and your gateway were different. Even though we've ended up in the same place, our gateways into modding were different.
Yeah. I think one of the things I like about CI the most as a modder is if I have to do something with long war compatibility in mind, it pretty much normally always requires me to completely rewrite sections of my code specific towards long war.
Yeah.
Whereas CI, I don't.
As because CI at most,
CI
it's a
picks
config
up the
file.
changes and accepts them without needing like 200 to 300 lines of extra code just to make it compatible.
I was gonna say CI at most, it's a config file.
Ready to engage hostile targets.
Well, and you've missed a turret fall, by the way.
Thanks for the turret full, Joker. I will bank that for when I need it because I'm not going to need it now.
Something over here.
Oh, no, still not going to need it now.
And there was a meme bot at the start of the mission as well.
What's that? Oh, fun pine. Thank you. Again, I'll bank them until I actually need them because.
Well, you need them now. Look, a couple of enemies to fight against.
Unlike the turret, you can actually move the meme bot.
Well, there is that, yeah. I'm just hoping I don't destroy the evac point with that grenade.
You will. Just because you said that you didn't want to.
No, I didn't just.
Ooh, just. But if that was going to flake away and fall away next turn.
No, it's not in a position to be able to do that, thankfully.
I think the other weird thing, as much as I complain about it, and as much as like I may be like, oh, it takes forever to make things long war compatible, and be like really mean and sour, I still try my best to make all of my mods long war compatible because
Yeah.
I respect and have enough respect for the people that play and enjoy long war that I would still like them to be able to use the mods that I make.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, people like it. There's nothing wrong with it inherently. There's nothing wrong with people liking it.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
Which is, I think, one of the things that Stukov got me into thinking about, which is it's one of the nicer things of the XCOM 2 mod community. You can play XCOM however you want to play it.
And you'll generally get some level of support.
And there's no like biased or like elitist kind of groups existing.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, I was going to say that's
Most of
not
the,
technically true.
Long War way or
There's individuals who can act like that, but in the majority, no.
Well, that, and if you've got people acting like that in, say, within the community itself, generally, it's not like that. It's most of it's massively tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
It's like it's like it's like me and Rusty will often rag on Long War. We respect it. And like I said, I respect it significantly more now, Tedster's involved. Doesn't mean I'm not going to rag on it. But the difference is that Tedster could take a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit sometimes we maybe need to tone it down a bit because it sounds like we're a bit overly aggressive towards Long War.
Yeah.
And that's just because our preferred mode of play is using CI plus all the other mods that we use.
Yeah.
Without needing all the special steps that Long War needs to integrate the same content. And even to that respect, CI still needs bridge mods in some places.
Yeah, but
a smaller scale than the bridge mod that Long War requires, which is, mod jam.
Yeah. And to be fair, Joe Cat, with Allies Unknown, you can do a large amount of that, and you can do that in any environment.
Yeah. Except Long War. Allies Unknown doesn't work in Long War.
All right, you can do
Long War is one thing.
you can do it in a vanilla strategy area or a CI environment.
And weirdly enough, the only thing about Allies Unknown that doesn't work in Long War is recruiting new aliens.
Seems doable.
And for that,
Long
you
War
need the
does have its
playable
own like
aliens for Long War 2 mod by Kirika.
yeah. It's got its own playable aliens thing.
So mainly, Joe Cat, there are differences between strategy layer and tactical missions, like the basic gameplay loop changes between the two.
Massively. It's like the easiest way to with this, you've seen me do set up infiltrations and stuff. With vanilla, like you've been seeing with Phaedra, because he's been playing a mostly vanilla campaign. You progress the time and a mission pops up. This you're doing a lot of setup for the mission before the mission. Infiltrations.
Covert infiltrations.
Yes. The idea is you're sneaking in first.
Good night, Wolf.
Catch you later, Wolf. Enjoy your Turkey Day whenever it is, Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me what I was going to say about earlier, Rusty. I was in a co-op.
Stepping off.
The shop co-op,
Yeah.
not. And they have their own co-op radio. And do you know what they were making a big thing about? It almost being Thanksgiving, and I'm like,
in the UK.
but I'm like, but we're not American. I was like, but we're not American.
Yeah.
I'm like, and one of the staff laughed, and I was like, what am I supposed to be being thankful for? That I'm not American?
Yeah, we're supposed to be thankful that we're supposed to be thankful that America got its independence from us. Wait a second. That means they beat us in a war. And we're celebrating our defeat. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, it's bad enough we pinch Black Friday, but at least I can understand that to a degree because it means we get cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
We have absolutely no, connection or affiliation to Thanksgiving at all.
Yeah, it's just weird.
To be fair, the
like,
origins for
Just in time.
like origins for holidays are kind of I think just like at this point, most people just do it for the sake of tradition.
But this is the point.
Yeah,
there is no tradition for it in the UK.
It would be like Americans celebrating Fireworks Day on November the 5th. Like, you have no reason to celebrate Guy Fawkes Day whatsoever. You know, he's not a national figure in your country that attempted to overthrow your government, was caught, drung, horn, and quartered. And then the subsequent fireworks were all of the gunpowder that he had plotted out underneath the Thames in the capital city of London, all exploding at once along the riverbank. That didn't happen in the States and has no reason to be a holiday in the States. So why should Thanksgiving be a holiday in the UK?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. It's like it'd be like, yeah, it's
celebrating Ramadan if you're not of Muslim descent. Like, it's not a holiday that's part of your culture.
It's just the same as if we celebrated Independence Day.
Yeah, there's no reason for the UK to celebrate American Independence Day.
Or the States celebrating Brexit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
us English people don't celebrate Brexit.
I mean, I completely get what you mean, but I wouldn't be surprised if people from other countries also want to do like at least like the big holidays, like Christmas or Thanksgiving, at least in their own kind of way.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
kind of.
Pendragon, how you doing, dude?
I mean, it's definitely a weird thing. Like,
Oh yeah, it's definitely weird. I agree with that.
it's a weird thing to hear in a UK supermarket chain on the supermarket chain's local UK radio promoting American Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely really weird.
Yeah. But as in like ex-military and having spent time on American air bases, the biggest joke the Americans ever had was that they loved being posted to the biggest air base that they own. It's called the UK.
it's fine. I get. Just trying to get picked for text so I can send it.
That would depend on what the video links for Arthur Pendragon, whose name I've never seen before.
He's been about. He's got a character. One of his characters in the recruit pool actually.
Probably better to drop it into our Discord.
Yeah, I was gonna say
find links
stick
and
it in
get
the
back.
stick it in the Discord. Hey, Unslain, thanks for the follow, dude.
In the general chat.
Yeah, this is the thing, especially with music. It's
Yeah.
potential.
To get the VOD.
Yeah, okay. The problem with music is copyright strikes
Yeah,
because you only get free
Twitch.
before they ban you. So
which is really funny, Will.
I need to change the layout so that there we go. Doesn't matter if you win or lose as long as you look cool doing it.
We haven't got a Discord bot command, but it's in the about section just underneath the stream on the right hand side.
Yeah, it's in the links. In fact,
We still need to set that up. Discord mod list lurk.
well, an actual, I do have Moobot, but it keeps not working properly. So I need to get around to actually doing it. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you look in my link section, you've got buy my cat treat, you've got my buy me a coffee, my workshop, the collection, my YouTube channel, which the VODs get exported to, and then the Discord. Or you also have me just doing this.
You're just copy pasting it yourself.
Just generate a new invite link. There we go.
Yeah, I suppose I could have done that.
Yeah, because you've got admin for my personal Discord as well. So
Proxian didn't get MVP.
no, there was no proxying on this mission.
I know that was the joke I was making.
So 3 kills for attack, 1 kill for Kinsect, 1 kill for Chipper. Have I? No, I didn't write the wrong end of the thing. 1 kill for Psycho Nanny, 2 kills for Alpha. And this mission was Heroic Breath.
That's a name.
Yeah, there's some.
If anything, I fear we are making it easier for them to catalog our people.
And despite the destruction left,
Well, that's. I was gonna say at least it's in a 1070. At least it was a your backup card was a decent card for its time anyway. How long is it going to take to RMA that 3060 though? The question.
to the elders for
Yeah, but you've got to factor in we're old, dude. I remember Voodoo 3D.
there can be no other path for us.
Improved scanner, hammer shot. Nah, it's got to be running on there. See, I always say reinforced cabling is really nice. Once a star kind of kills an upgrade. Yay, I finally have my second engineer. And straight to work. Well, so do I. No joke. First machine I ever had was an Atari 2600.
Yeah, it's a little bit one step backwards for me. Commodore C64 was mine. With a tape deck.
There were some casualties during that last Cold
I
felt
had.
really, really proud that I was the only one of all of my friends to have it with the tape deck.
Yeah, I had a Atari 2600, an Amstrad CPC 464. Then I had a second generation Sega Master System. Then I went from that to my first PC, which was a 386, and it's been PCs all the way through since then. Right.
I had a Spectrum ZX as well.
What was
And
ZX?
an
What was
Amiga.
What was ZX81?
Yeah, and an Amiga. Can't remember what one that was though. That was the first computer I had that had a floppy drive.
Let's see. How long is Alpha going to be out? 15 days. This is 16 days.
It's because Cloister started with the Templars and the Assassins, the first chosen that rolled. So if you're not playing with the Lost and Abandoned starting mission JCAT, the chosen and
Starting faction are they're randomized, yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I need 6. It's in Spider. Along with
Alpha's volunteered, by the way.
you can't Alpha, you're injured, otherwise I would have been sending you. Yeah, I would have sent you, but you're injured. Because you're Reshi's bond mate. So I've got.
I will admit, it still gets me sometimes what used to be possible on the old machines.
Oh, massively so. Right, I need enough soldiers back.
Can you just check what Scrap's shield rating is in DSL?
Sorry. View soldiers. Scraps. One.
Top details.
One.
Before he made contact, I just assumed the spokesman had died.
So he's getting 2
Council
from
dissolved.
2 extra
From what Lily's told
from
me, it
a
sounds
vest.
like
He's got
managed
vest
to
on
gain
or
a
something.
position with the Advent government early on, if only to start leaking intel
He's
to their
getting
systems.
2 from adapters from remote plating, which is a unupgraded a armor that does not have any armor upgrades applied to it. Gets the adaptive ceramic plating.
So at the moment, he's got 3 in the last mission you just went on, which is correct to what he should have.
Yes.
And the bug that I'm seeing is next mission he'll have 6.
Yeah. He's had 3 in all. He has been on 5 missions. He has always had 3.
Ooh, check chat, dude.
Thanks for a bunch of subs, dude. Massively appreciated. Thank you very much, dude. Massively, massively appreciated.
Oh, damn.
And Joe Cat, I've just seen your message in the Discord. How fancy can the soldier names be for this? The only restriction is on nicknames. You can't have you can't have a nickname somebody else is already using. If you submit us to a nickname somebody else is already using, I will alter it slightly. Everything else is completely open. I mean, no joke. I have a character, one of my characters, called Filthy Casual. Yeah, and he looks like he's covered in shit.
Yeah. I think the only thing that you
Emphasis
could
on the
possibly
filthy.
put there is attempt to keep your nickname and biography short, sweet, and simple.
Yep.
And then the only other thing is slightly within lines of the Twitch terms of service for us to repeat it. Like if you nickname your, if you name your character my big black cock and we have to constantly say cock over and over and over and over, Twitch will probably bounce.
Yeah.
But because it will be outside the, using expletives within fair use, which we get a little bit of extra leeway on just because we're British.
Yep. Oh, can I afford 90 intel for a corporal?
No, because it's dead put.
That's exactly the response I was waiting for. No, because it's dead put.
Yeah, you've got like 227, dude. I think you can spare it and buy dead put and get him in the campaign.
I could, but it's dead put.
Yeah, but at some point you got to give him a break. Like he did an awful lot of character design. Get him in.
Look at his stats he's rolled there though. On an assault infantry, 11 mobility.
Hey, when did you get stats up on recruitment? What mod's doing that?
Oh, there's one that shows the stats when you're buying someone from the black market.
Yeah, which
mod is it? I actually don't know.
I'll find it. Find it. I have it.
I mean, I know that the stats list there is from the stats on new promotion screen stats, but what mod's doing it for the black market display?
Just give me a second to find it.
Because yeah, right. I will say I've never noticed before.
Here it is. I'll drop it in the Discord. I don't know if that's the one you have, but that's the one that I use, and it looks like that's the one that you have.
Yeah, it's literally called Black Market Soldier Stats. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And it
came
has
out on the
config stuff,
14th.
so you can even
Oh,
switch
right,
values.
I know exactly why I've got it. It's one of Fearless Irons.
Why have I not got this?
I passed because I've used it since. Why is it not in my QOL selection? It should be, but I used it previous campaign as well. But I never had any soldiers in the campaign in there. Thing is, I need to save my intel up to a degree. What have I got in my cell inventory? Oh, I'm not selling any Illyrium because I've got 2 data pads. So yeah, they can fuck off. But they can fuck off for actual. No, they can go for intel because that's just paid for my supplies. Okay, so my supplies are significantly better right now. That's good. I still need to. I've missed out the scan. I've missed the scan for that engineer. Fuck, that's a pain. Data pad, no, fuck off. Ammo, 12 days. I've got some PCS's bank, so no, I think it is actually going to be that ammo. Hopefully something good.
Some of our people are a little worse
See you,
for
dude.
wear after
I'll
that last
try and
overnight,
catch a
but if we
stream
give
in
them
the
time
morning
to
as
rest,
well.
they'll be fine.
Ooh, Stukov and Antares are back. Both promoted, but Antares picked up an injury.
We only await your choice.
That, however, is going straight in as soon as I can switch them around because that's going to be a massive boost. "38 hours for resistance communication."
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Basic research, meh. Ooh. It's going to take 30 days. That's going to be really nice for the ultralight vest. Meh. Need to do that for the work towards the mag weapons alongside the alien AI integration. That will give me deployable turret. I don't have any available scientists to do the combat drone breakdown and get me some drones. Which is annoying. Same with that. I think I'm doing the Pathfinder autopsy first there.
Advent has made
I
steady
love
progress
just
in
catching up with
convincing
Steam
the
comments
remaining
for a second
civilian
there.
populace to migrate to
And
their city centers.
someone's wrote that
Propaganda
Reality's
has
tactical state
provided a
cleaner
constant
is
stream of
erasing
reminders
their Mock
as
X
to the
units
benefits
and
of
that they
migration.
should talk to the
They have
author of the Mock
maintained a
X mod.
steady influx of new converts. Unfortunately, most of these unwilling refugees have little idea of
Gonna
the
point out by the. Should I point out the fact that they're by the same
Already
person
did.
and he's already fixed that mod?
Already did it because the person that made Mock X is Reality Mashner. So this person that's asking him to go and talk to the author of the Mock X mod is asking Reality to go and talk to himself.
I mean, in fairness, RM probably does that on a regular basis anyway. But
Yeah.
right, guys, I need a quick break. I will be back momentarily. While I'm AFK, I am just going to run a 3-minute ad quick, so I'll be back shortly. Obviously, anybody subbed, which seems to be most of you now, won't see it anyway. So keep chatting. I'll be back in a minute.
Mic off.
I'm gonna go get myself a drink. So I'll be back in a moment.
I'm going to take the 5 seconds as well.
Mic on.
Okay, I be back.
Hello.
Right, let's see now. Four days till supply. I can
We can now
start.
work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to
Leahy,
make
I
contact,
can
we'll
start
need to scan the target
making
region for the operative
contact.
signal.
So they have it down. So I'm there. If I start making if I make contact with West Asia, I will. Because I'm running Advent Isolation Protocol, I have to build a lot more ways of getting my stuff. So 4 days till mechanized warfare. 5 days to Pathfinder autopsy. Currently have 11 ready. I still need to go get Reapers. Need to bring Scott out and get him his promotion. BZ is still my only marksman. You can go. I need my I only want to get me Reapers. And send Queen Gambit with can have Vector Rifle because it'll be quicker. Moderate chance of wounded, that's fine.
The aliens have just finished a new facility tied to the Avatar project.
Company
Commander.
officer,
If we can
that's
make
fine.
contact with resistance forces in the region, we could move on that facility and set back the aliens' work.
Scaling dark events might be fun, but they're not an issue for right now.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen
Monthly
now.
income.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that
Got
your
plenty of
ongoing
intel to
efforts
reveal
will
that.
lead
So,
to further
Dark
success.
Tower. Rapid response. I've already counted that once and they've rolled it again. And then Vigilance. I kind of want to counter those two. I'm not so worried about Dark Tower.
All skirmishers, all those freed from the elders.
But yeah, weak point. The shred's nice, but modular construction is just going to speed things up so much.
We obey.
7 hours. Right. Before I go do that, let's see what the change to the black market. What's new in the black market? Need more troops. Yeah, I've got room.
Can you just test something in the black market for me? Can you just go to the sell page?
Yep.
I'm just going to let the Discord catch up with us. Okay. So, yeah, the icon for starters is a heart. It's supposed to be the crossed engineering icon. Okay. Second, just sell something like 1 crystallized meld.
Well, the heart is for that's from the obscured one, and it'll tell you it's used, just telling you it's used for something.
Yeah, but it doesn't change to like the cross for the stuff that you know, does it? It should be the crossed engineering icon. If you know what it's used for.
Only if you know everything it's used for.
Really? Okay, I never noticed that, but that's cool to notice anyway.
I believe so. I think you have to know everything it's used for rather than.
Yeah, so if it's got a partial, it will show that. Okay.
See you soon. Well, once we are at the point where somebody can drop in another tactical bit of armor, we can get your character into the campaign because he's in the recruit list. Just remind me to do it. Should anybody do it and not decide to pick from one of the other ones that are there.
So
got a lot of meld at the moment.
Yeah, just need you to sell something basically, and then confirm the sale.
Yep. And then they all blank
and then
out.
They vanish, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can fix this.
Let's see. I have 246.
Take a break from working on the Proxium mod and do the show tech rewards thing for that.
That's black market usage that does that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what mod it is. It's just I was confirming the bug because I'd never noticed it before, and it's like repeated multiple times in the comments.
Yeah, and you've just seen it, yeah.
And I've just seen it, and I was just like, is that actually still an issue? And
It
yeah,
is.
we proved it is. Yeah, it's because on the refresh, it's not doing the UI screen listener.
Is the repeater worth 25 intel? Yes.
Yeah. Also, picking up a Beezy as an engineer is worth it as well.
Yeah, even for 90. Because that's just gonna speed up.
Speed up so much stuff.
Yeah, I'm a bit low on intel for Russian resistance radio research, unfortunately now. But between getting a BZ, getting the extra engineer, and then getting the resistance order for the modular construction, it's I might actually be able to get through building stuff at a decent rate.
Yeah. I'd chuck a Beezy into the centre spot for a moment, but the moment that your alien debris on the left there clears, you want to move everybody over because you want to tunnel down to that exposed
Both
power
power core
as
oil.
fast as possible.
Yeah, because that'll be PEXM lab. That'll be Shadow Chamber.
The Advent propaganda machine is running full steam. We're picking up their transmissions even way.
Okay, I have.
Zelfana, I might be able to fix it lagging out to all hell. It's just going to lag because the list is so long.
Yeah. That's the problem. Part.
Redoing the screen. The other reason why it might be so long is depending on how it's pulling the information. Like it might be doing it for every single thing in the list, like re-looping through all of the technologies over and over and over again. And I might be able to do it in the same way that we did show tech rewards for like research and proving ground.
So my first spark is alpha.
Which means it will lag as much as scrolling this list here.
Right, let's see.
Because there's so much lag there as he flicks between things.
Why can I not? Oh, I haven't got the armor yet. I do need to get this.
Look at all that lag as you're scrolling that list, Cloister.
Now, if you want lag on scroll, the experimental armor modules just takes forever.
That's not lag. That's just the scrolling speed is set to 0.7 by default instead of.
And it's bloody massive.
And it's a massive list, yeah. What that needs is what
you have so much
has with scrollable window.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got 3 cores, so let's get an armor module, let's get an ammo module, and I can't have any... No point in that, because you know what I'm missing, don't you, Rusty?
What?
Haven't got my workshop tutorial up yet.
Yeah. I shouldn't really mention this, but you know the PEXM plugin for show unlocks?
Yeah.
There's a secret config in that you can enable that for the normal resistance lab and Proving Ground. And the PEXM upgraded display version with scrolling.
Interesting.
But it kind of, overwrites and overshadows Tesla's original. So the default configs for those settings are not in the config at all.
Yeah. I get that. I understand why, because
they're false and they're hidden and no one publicly knows them unless they went digging through the code. So there we go. All 14 of our viewers now currently know.
Yeah. Let's see. Faceless Corpse 1.
That there are secret settings. for enabling a scrolling
knowing that we
unlocks window.
I certainly admire the courage and tenacity displayed by our troops in the field. They face a well-armed, well-trained enemy, and yet they never
Yeah.
waver in their loyalty to the cause.
Let's
This is
see.
just really one of those nice, real, modern collaborations there. The idea and the original implementation from Tesla was like outstandingly inspired stuff. And then I
That
took
force
that
projector.
outstandingly inspired stuff and completely reworked it, and then handed it all back to Tesla. And he refined it even further. It was a real nice project to work on. It was one of those projects where like two people came together from complete random and just bounced ideas back and forth, refining something. And yeah, it was good.
Well, I was gonna say I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's exactly what happened with Pexam.
Yeah, and it's so nice that it just works everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah,
it works in
12 available.
proving ground. It works in research. It works in PEXM. It works in Shopatory. Pretty much anywhere where it's set up to work, it just works, and it works with anything. Like, no special handling needed for any extra mods.
Yeah. Don't know. I could send
Why are
somebody
you
out.
getting the meld covert action?
I don't know. I've got 69, which is quite nice.
It is nice. It's also above like the 30 maximum for the meld covert action to be able to spawn.
Yeah, that's weird. Very weird. Tive, I suppose, is a half decent resistance order, but our barracks is a little bit tight with 12. That's 2 squads, and if a good infield pops,
Our actions have succeeded.
advanced train, like going and getting another scientist. That's what I needed. So let's go and give.
Yeah, because the low meld
Music.
threshold is 33. Like, you should have less than 33 meld for the covert action to turn up.
Interesting.
I mean, you might want to check your local settings, but mine is 33.
I was gonna say I haven't changed any of that from default.
Yeah, so that mission shouldn't be a valid covert action for you to take.
Interesting. Yet somehow it is. Okay, rescue scientist. Spark ready for combat. I know. Rescue VIP from our advent cell, so I need a hacker. So, seeing as Music Man has just had his promotion to being a hacker, he can go. If in doubt, blow shit up.
You haven't researched psionics yet either, have you?
Nope. Haven't had the available scientists. That's an expensive module, but it is plus 3 mobility bonus.
Plus 3 mobility is kind of huge.
Yeah. I want one of those to be a flashbang. Let's see, let's give the Archangel heavy cannon. What can we give it? Unless... Yes, I have added it for this campaign. I currently have somebody sat in there.
Fuck.
Doing...
Sorry, I'm just laughing because there's this wonderful little thing called comments. And I commented out the is available requirement function with a note to myself to uncomment this and re-enable before uploading. Guess what I didn't do? Because I commented it out for testing purposes.
Yeah. Switch arm mobility. You know what? I'm actually going to give the Spark the Sprinter module. Extra 2 mobility at the cost of 10 defense. They'll be slightly more vulnerable, but will move around a bit quicker. Yeah, it'll only have 5 defense, not 15, but it'll have 14 mobility.
I mean, I just meant like it's a spark. You don't care about it being damaged that much.
No, it's gonna say it's a spark. It'll crit you. So I got 46 hours till I'm due back. Thank fuck for that. Still 18 days. I do want somebody tankified out there though. I'm going to keep that for myself because I'm selfish. Sorry, I'm past even pretending. Stasis Fresh module is going to be really nice on Stukov. Let's take dies out with... No, he can have the status as well because he's got low HP, but let's give him kill zone, the kill zone upgrade plus Tactic Peter on the gun. It's difficulty, very difficult, and I've got Corporal, squaddy. So somebody who can carry them. It's gonna be Tech. He's been absolute fire. Medicare. Let's give him the smoke. Anything I can worth putting on the Ripjack? Oh yeah, I'd shred some shred to his Ripjack. Okay, that's the rescue scientists in.
Our cooperation has
So we have more ability points. We have 2 people coming back for their promos. Okay, so 13 comes back. Decent mobility, middling aim, native psi, so something with a... It's going to make use of that psi would be good. I could definitely see her working as a marksman, but Part of me wants to make her a blue-toned girl and take advantage of the better mobility and the neb and the base size. Yeah. Oh, she's rolled Fortress in her random deck. Yeah, she's gonna do well. And Murisame is back, and she is going to roll. She has rolled super high aim, crap mobility, decent dodge and defense. Of those, combat engineer. She's rolled bunker buster and salvo and remote start. Yeah, I'm sure Kex will enjoy that.
At least we
I
don't
mean,
have to worry about keeping
she's
the
thick as
council
two short
happy
planks,
anymore,
but
even with the spokesman lurking in the shadows.
yeah. Got plenty of supplies. That's not going to be a problem. Let's go grab the ammo. Definitely a problem. Got over 700 supply. I need to get my GTS up.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Don't have the Illyrium cause to create a spark. Alloy shift to that list because they're effectively a mini spark anyway. Yeah, I'm doing alright in supplies. And let's go and set up a spark heist. See.
Sparks power is great.
Yeah, you can have up to three. Spark heist will spawn up to having up to 3 sparks. I still have a lot of sparks in this list though, so let's see who can I send who's fairly close to getting an easy promo.
There's like 7 or 8.
7. The only reason there's not 8 is because I haven't put
You removed your own, so it's more fair for others.
yeah. And that is the only reason. There is not more. Swap her out. Moderate wounded. Got enough supplies that I don't have to worry about the wounding.
Even if it wasn't for the fact that I made a module mod, I still probably would have picked a spark as my thing, just because even if
They're
it's
awesome.
not likely that I'd get them. Yeah, they're awesome, and they're my favorite thing in this game. Fuck off robot.
Yeah. Big fuck off punchy boy robot.
The big fuck off artillery robot.
Okay, Operation Taciturn Vanguard. Low visibility. All units' visibility is reduced by half. Oh, that's such a shit sit rep.
Definitely would make the mission very interesting.
That is such a shit sit rep. What's it for? This is a delayed dark event. Which one? Vigilance. Vigilance is one of the ones I want to get shot of, isn't it? Yeah, because that's the one which nukes radius. So I'm gonna have to do it. Cover item from train, so it needs a hacker. I'd say yes, but I'm same with Joe Cats. Terrible. I am going to refund the points for it because I've just seen the time. It is nearly 5 a.m. And whilst I'm not working today, I do have a bunch of errands to run, which means I have to be awake for a reasonable hour. So yeah, exactly. It's very much a good morning rather than a good evening. So I am going to mark that as complete. I am going to mark those as refunds, so you get your points back for them. I have. Soldier type soldier. Specialist healer type class. Okay, easy enough to do. Yeah, I don't have any cat ears. I have cat ears as in a hairstyle, but not actual, as a prop, I don't think. I'll have a look at that though, Joe Cat, in the morning when I wake up after I've done the bits I need to do. Let's have a look, see who. See, yeah, the class overhauls. Thing is, I've made as well as doing the plugins for proficiency, I've made my own, and I still prefer proficiency. And this is the thing. It's just, thing is, it's a lot easier to balance individual proficiency classes because you have a base of what the balance should be like with the original 6 and the faction ones and that, which from Shire, who did it originally. So, but balancing for the sake of balancing, oh yeah, hell no, they can be, yeah, balancing a class pack from scratch. Oh yeah, fuck no. Just straight up fuck no. It can be an absolute murder trying to do that. Okay, so I've got a spark heist going there, which would be nice. It's a covert, wait, covert, so I need 2 people for that. I've got rescue scientists to go and get rebel. Locate faction is going on for find the Reapers. It'd be nice to get them finally. I'd like to do that, but I'd need a scientist first. It will definitely help the economy a bit, although I'm not struggling with supplies at the moment. Just glad I don't need alloys at the moment. I need to increase influence enough that I can actually start getting other stuff. And then I've got 11 hours for that, or 17 hours till trooper autopsy. Bar's pretty busy,
Advent
as you can
propaganda
see.
continues to spread the message of dissident attacks, but this is the voice of the resistance.
Nobody in the
telling
ring
you
at the moment.
not to believe their lies. Our fighters are giving it everything
Mirage
they've got to
doing
take
a
back
thing.
what is rightfully ours.
Right, as soon as I needed to be remote. So in here, in the exalt, which we'll see, I think it's is it 4 or 5? I can't remember. One that is first able to show up. We've got Blossom, who is Sophia's. Jess, who's Rusty's. Nightmare, who is Bunny's. Whiteout, who is Delphana's. Sebastian de la Torre, who is Crazy's. Violetta Todorov's, who is Spartan Caker's. Abizet Laudity, so we've got Lady Abizzy. Amon Duard, who is X-Commands. Eli Erose. This is episode 0's Exalt. And yes, he's a cyborg and has ginger hair because we all know that gingers are soulless, and I can say that because I used to be ginger before my hair started going grey. Elsa Gerard, who is Brodogs.
Piss. Smell of ginger biscuits and stout owl.
So yeah,
We'll speak with a Scottish accent, Island. Descendants of Vikings.
Right. So this
Which I can say because I'm ginger as well. So
yeah.
Although in my last haircut, there was more grey on the floor than ginger. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was actually at the point where even the hairdresser, who's my local normal hairdresser, even she commented. She was like, "Wow, you're going really grey, you know." I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
Yeah, well, I have the issue personally where my beard is unfortunately now more grey than ginger.
Yeah, thankfully my beard is still ginger. But yeah, not even 40 yet, dude, and like going grey already. It's horrible.
Yeah, whereas I'm over that age.
She did nicely enough comment though, it's not grey and more silver fox, which I thought was rather charming.
She was hitting on you.
She always does. I think it's just part of her, hairdresser table side manners thing.
Yeah, patter.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks ridiculous, and I completely forgot I had the marksman carbine, which the missus, which the
Oh, baby.
yeah, it looks so tiny. It's great. The best one's actually, I think, the sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle does actually look good. Yeah.
It's just nice that you can actually fit weapons onto the shiv. Like, Alpha done a good job there.
No, I stand corrected. Best option, blatantly.
Oh yeah,
That actually looks good.
The thing that would get me,
Except for when it shoots.
if you have primary secondaries, you do realise you could put a pistol in there.
Yep.
Or a sword.
Oh, actually, no, that works. Hunter rifle. Actually works pretty well.
Looks pretty good.
Plus,
Stuff always looks best.
Plus, it make yeah. I was gonna say the Spark ones are. Let's face it, the Spark ones are where the real sort of. But it's like I said, the thing with this, and I know it's from the port. It just looks so angular compared to all of the XCOM 2
Whoever
models.
done the model there didn't smooth the barrel. That's obviously supposed to be round and
Well,
not like
Yeah.
octagonal.
yeah,
Or it's not even octagonal because that's blatantly more than 8 sides. But you know what I meant.
yeah, it's supposed to be smooth, but it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, even the
Which is
normal.
really funny because it's probably something that you could give the model to Kex and be like, "Hey Kex, can you just smooth over this barrel?" And he'll be like, "Yeah, sure. Click, click, done."
Funnily enough, even the normal Spark rifle in this actually looks pretty good size wise.
I'd laugh if you could
But
put
that's
a
hilarious.
proxy and arm disruptor in there.
That would be funny.
Yeah, Alpha. Hit Kex up in the meme Discord and give him the model and ask if he can have a look at it in Blender for you and smooth the barrel.
Yeah, because it is. It's just all the way through. It's
Just
just
smoothing groups. That's all it is.
yeah,
Smoothing groups and curve editor, and I've seen people do that work in Blender before. And for the people that know Blender, doing that would take like 5 minutes.
yeah. This is often the
Maybe
thing.
15 to 20 to check it over and check the polygons and stuff.
And this is thing is this is usually the thing is that if you've got somebody who knows exactly what they're doing, it can be done in seconds.
Yeah. The thing is, it's that having that experience to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, same Selfrana. I know what the issue is, but I don't have enough Blender experience to be able to fix it easily. Like, I could fix it, but it would be a struggle because I hate Blender controls. Although,
Yeah.
I did find something for Blender that swaps the left and right mouse button inputs, and oh my god, that change just makes so much sense to me.
Let's stick. He's shaking. Yeah, he can still go in there. I wonder if he'll become unshaken while he's in there.
Probably. That would depend on if Reality stopped healing projects whilst slotted in the slot or not.
Yeah, true. There we go. So it's midi spray because he tends to play healers. Ooh. Healy class, dedicated Healy class. I've got several. I'll have to. I'll be one of the medics. Well, it's either one of the medics or a field alchemist. But thermal shock, rolled light and reflexes, which is nice. What was that trait though? Shell shock, chance to panic on explosives. I need to clear that one. Fear of poison. I also need to actually get my promotions done, because damn. But hey, at least I'm a savant. I was a genius, and then I managed to get one of the covert in upgrades from a flawless. Oh yeah, note to self. Upgrade equipment. No. Yes. Give them a nickname so they don't get removed when I do a strip. Yay. I suddenly become tankies or balls. Need more mobility though. 11 is terrible on a Templar. Poor General was probably scared shitless. Well, it's like he's not being an advisor. I've sent him for therapy. Okay, so let's get these saves in. And let's go and raid 0 because it's 0 and I know there's at least a few of you are going to be in 0 stream anyway. And 0's cool, so let's go and raid him up. Now, thank you very much for all the company, guys. Thank you very much for all the subs and everything. It's been a really good technically second stream of the day, kind of, although this one was started after midnight, so maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a nap for a couple of hours before I have to take the missus to work and then go run errands and then come home, have another nap, and then have to pick the missus up again. So
Yeah.
I will catch you guys soon. Thank you very much, and let's go raid 0. Go and say hello to 0.
Thanks for the stream, guys.
Nice.